Yes, people, how you doing? Welcome back to the Spurs Talk Show. It is game day. It's game day. We love to see it. The big one, Arsenal away. Woo-wee. How you feeling? How are you feeling about this one? The team news is out. Arsenal, their team is as expected. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's also take a little time to just think about Tottenham are going to a back three. We've gone to a back three. We've all been asking for it. Johnny, my man, Johnny, he did let me know. He let me know this morning. He said we're going to a back three. So anyone that questions whether Johnny knows a thing or two about a thing or two, he said, don't drop it. Don't drop it until it comes out. So maybe I've just screwed him up by saying it anyway. But he knew. He was apparently he had a chance to go or he was going to go and meet old Richie for a barbecue or I don't know something. Anyway, instead Johnny's at the game today. My man Danny Hall, Tunnel Club member, phoned me up and said, Sean, do you want a ticket to the game? And I said, I can't, mate. Thank you very much indeed. But I've got to do the watch-along. I've got to do the watch-along because I want to see you lot. I want to talk to you lovely lot for the next few hours. But I've also got to start this this promotion. And it's an awesome promotion, guys. It's an awesome promotion. I'll be dropping the video, the ad for that over the next in the next half an hour, 40 minutes. And look, it's not financial advice. It isn't financial advice because this is more of a collectible item, but it is silver, a 1 ounce silver bar. It's sponsored. It's officially licensed by from the Tottenham Hotspur, the football club official, and so it's a nice little device to have for Christmas. I'll be talking all about that in a minute. But we are at what we got 63 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 63 minutes to get your beers in. We are drinking today. You're drinking with me. If you're going to watch this show with me, go get yourself a couple of beers. I've already cracked into my cider. That's what we do here. I know it's not for everybody. I know people like to throw the kind of, Butler's drinking again thing. Yeah. That's what I like to do, especially when Tottenham are playing an Arsenal team that are trying to take advantage of the slip-ups. I don't know why I'm putting, you don't know why I'm putting over here. I'm putting over here because I'm looking at my screen and I'm seeing that Aston Villa are, as it stands, 65 minutes gone between leads. They are dropping points. The chance to take points off Tottenham today. Yesterday, Liverpool dropped points. 3 points. 3-0 at Anfield. When was the last time that happened? Unbelievable. We're going to be talking all about that in the next hour. And of course, Manchester City got thunderstruck by Newcastle United away at Newcastle. They were just a different beast, aren't they, at home, Newcastle? A really good team at home, not so good away. Let's find out how everybody's doing in the chat. And as I say, guys, as always, smash the like button for me on the subscribe. Hit the on the like button even. Smash the like button on the subscribe. Smash the like button on the like button. Smash the That doesn't sound right either. I've literally just cracked open my first bottle. I haven't even had a sip yet. Hit the like button, smash the like button on the video, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment or two. Let me know your thoughts as we get through the show. Let's see what Spurs OC in the house, member of the channel. Big up to you, Spurs. Good to see you, mate. Lisa's in the house from Mexico. It's Derby Day. Big up, Sean from Mexico. Big up to you, Lisa. How you doing, my love? Good to see you. Marshall's in the business and in the building. Let's go, gents. Big up the Spurs ad army. Big up the Spurs. Big up with the Spurs ad, Shawnee. Yeah, no, listen. It's a nice one. It's a nice little. Hopefully, it can open some doors. It's a nice little gift as well. But I'll be showing the video in a little while. But we got to talk about it. In fact, you know what? I'll come to the chat in a second. Because I want to show you this, guys. I want to show you this. Right. This is Tottenham's back five system tonight, and that's going to be fascinating. It's going to be fascinating. We haven't seen it really. We saw it against PSG, and I think we implemented it very well against a team that were supposed to have all the possession in the world. Leeds are through here with a chance. Slowed down. We haven't really seen it. We saw it a little bit against... We saw it a little bit against Manchester City. We started with the back four, but then we went to back five. during the game, but after we took the lead. But we're starting with the back five today for the first time in the Premier League this season, and it's fascinating. I've been calling for it. Loads of people have been calling for it. You lot also, most of you lot agree it's the way to go, or at least the way to try. What I worry about is if today, how much time have they had practicing it? Probably the most amount of time, if I'm honest, even though a lot of people were away on international duty. There's been enough time, more time than you get during the week. We're going to PSG on Wednesday as well, don't forget, right? So we're probably going to implement this for a second time away in Paris. And so it makes sense. It makes sense. Use the opportunity. I like the colour of the thought process. I like the cut of Thomas Frank's jib on this one. Do you? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. I'm so excited about today. I might be devastated in about 10 minutes into the game, but it's nervous, isn't it? It's what we like. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. And you know what I would say is that maybe, just maybe, I'm going to come back to the chat. I'll come back to the lineup in a second. Maybe, just maybe, guys, the fact that City lost, the fact that Liverpool lost, the fact that Aston Villa are dropping points. How did Manchester United get on? Let's have a look. I haven't even looked. What are they doing? They're playing tomorrow night, aren't they? Of course they are, against Everton. Donut Butler. You're already showing signs of donuttery of the highest order, Butler. And I haven't even had a slurp yet. But you better go and get your Uber Eats out. Order yourself a 4-pack. Or maybe frozen margarita if you're over in Mexico, least. Something like that. Lovely jubbly. But maybe, just maybe, the Liverpool loss and the City loss, maybe that's definitely going to motivate Arsenal. 100% is going to motivate Arsenal, right? An unsurprising opportunity, probably an unexpected opportunity, rather, for them to regain that additional 3-point gap that they gave up before the international break. And that is, it's a double-edged sword, right? You're going to get a more motivated version of Arsenal who are desperate to win, but that might mean that you're going to get a more motivated Arsenal that are going to throw a bit more caution to the wind. And consequently, maybe Tottenham can do a little bit on the counter-attack more than what we would probably otherwise expect, because Arsenal don't really play in that kind of natural way where you think they're going to just dominate and go for it 100% of the time the way that City do. They're more organised, more structured, more patient. They want to draw people out. They want to kind of play their game and then go and then resort to set piece FC and stuff. But Tottenham's team is unbelievable. It couldn't be more defensive, if you like. It couldn't be more defensive. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it away from home. What I'm not okay with it when we're doing it against Manchester United, that dusty old team when they come to our gaff. I'm not okay when we put this into play when we do it at home against Wolves or Villa. But when we do this not this particular system, but any kind of defensive model. But when you're going away at Arsenal, maybe this might work. And I actually quite like the shape of it. Let's have a look. Vicario in goal. Danso, Romero captain, and Micky van der Ven back three. Pedro Porro rested for today. So we've got Jed Spence playing right back. And he's going to have to handle, we'll come to that team in a minute, but he's going to have to handle Leandro Trossard. Interesting. We'll talk about that dynamic and that relationship. On the left-hand side, you've got Destiny Udogie. And I think that there is a narrative. There is a narrative in the Tottenham fan base that because Jed Spence is very good defensively, one-on-one, showing people onto the inside, and then bodying them, putting them in his pocket. There's this narrative that Udogie can't do that, or he's not good defensively. I think Udogie is a good defensive fullback. I think he's very good. He's not as good at that particular isolated area of the game as. Let me come over here for a second so you can see me. As Jed Spence is, but Jed Spence doesn't offer what Udogie does going forward. If Udogie was better at crossing the ball in at the final third, then he'd be a complete fullback or wingback. Anyway, so we've got Udogie on the left, and then we've got in the middle, we've also gone double defensive. We've gone as defensive as you can in the middle as well. We've gone for Polinia and Bentancur. So a double deep back three, plus we've got the deepest of the double pivot. We've arguably got the deepest and the most defensive of the three fullback options. And then up top, we've got, well, it looks like, if it's a 3-4-3, we'll look at the formation in a second. If it's a 3-4-3, then you've got Kudus off the right, Richalison, and you have Odebear on the left, which will be interesting. Odebear and Udogie creating chemistry. Love to see it, guys. Love to see it. Let me show you what I think this might look like, though, and I'm gonna pivot this now to the lineup builder, and then we're going to pivot across to a different shape window. Let's have a look at this one here. No, that's too much me, not enough of the actual thing that I want you to see. That one, that'll do. Or should we go a little bit smaller again? Should we just do this one? There we go. Let me hide me for a second. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Is it this? Vicario in goal. Van der Ven. Is it that? Romero that can sit in the double, like he can come forward and play in the defensive midfield role and Danso on the right? Or is it more like that, where Romero can come forward into this pocket here and then pass the ball, look long towards Kudus, look to sort of maybe do sort of some sort of counter-attacking plays here? I think it's more likely you're going to see Danso in the middle. He'll stay deeper. This guy and this guy have a little bit more freedom in the counter. And I'm really interested to see whether or not, right, when Saka comes forward, if he gets picked off, if Udogie can pick him off the pocket and give the ball to Van der Ven. And in the meantime, and we'll look at the Arsenal team in a minute, if they're 10, I think it's going to be Eze in the 10 today. If he gets committed and Van der Ven can break the lines, you might just see something where Micky Van der Ven can actually have the ability to get forward, have the confidence to do that sort of thing. Because if he gets picked off, if he does get picked off by a Rice, by a Zubamendi, then at least you've got Danso that can come in across here into this position. Romero can come across here into this position. And by then, Jed Spence will be here. Polini will be here, etc. Right? So you have the ability to kind of allow that kind of option to take place. And I'm excited to see what that looks like. Let me pull this back to standardized settings for a moment. So I believe that's the way we're going to go, because it's more difficult for Romero. Romero could, if you were playing him in a back three in the middle like this. Is it on the screen, by the way? It is on the screen. Yeah, good to see it. Good to see. I'm going to come to the chat and say hello to all you little gits in a minute. Big up to you all. Big up to you. But I'm so excited to see the back three. What I'm also concerned about is the fact that the fan base, if we do get punished today, if we do lose 2 or 3-0 or something like that, if the fan base then go, well, you wanted a back three, that's the back three for you. Just like we saw when we went to Everton in Ange Postecoglou's era, and we played a back three following an international break with 0 time to prepare for it. We did 45 minutes. We looked completely out of sorts. And then we basically chucked it out, threw the baby out with the bathwater. Interesting free kick for Villa here. 75 minutes gone. Morgan Rogers over the ball. It's right on the edge of the area. Interesting. Anyway, if Romero was here, right? Excuse me. I would be more okay if Romero was here if we had someone like him in that position there. Then I feel like you could step. Oh, Villa just scored. Morgan Rogers nailed it. 2-1 Villa. Interesting. They go above us if they keep that one out. I think they got up to 21 points. Villa are back on board, boys and girls. Villa are back. So like if Romero was there, if you had a Berghvall and a Bentancur, if you had just a slightly less defensive midfield pocket, then you could allow him to pop up there against other teams when we're playing slightly more. When we're going to have slightly more possession, you can sort of allow that sort of formation to materialize, right? Something like this, and Romero can then thread the pass into the Romero can then thread the pass into the corners, but that's not happening today. That's not happening. We've gone with as I just showed you, and so consequently, I don't think there's any need to have Romero in the middle. I think it's more like that. I think it's more like this, and then Jed Spence can come up. And that's the way we're going to sit. Without the ball, we're going to be very much like this, right? Without the ball, we're going to be very much like this. And then the question mark goes, when we win the ball back, what happens? What happens? This is the area of concern for me. Not concern, curiosity. Is it going to be more like this? It could be. It could be very much like that. Odebear has shown loads of promise. He's got a free roll to be able to flick around here. If he wants to go off to the left, if he wants to go off to the right, it could be very much like this. If you remember against PSG, That was the system. It wasn't Odebear that was playing that day, I don't believe, but that was the system. Kudus was an inside forward that basically came narrow, won everything, chased the ball down. Oh, Leeds have just equalised. Before I've even finished the formational diagnosis, before I've done anything, and I'm not looking at the stream, so I'm just looking at my screen for a second. But you understand what I mean, right? Or are we going to do this? Is it going to be more like that? And if so, then these two can connect, right? Udogie can get the ball when we have the ball. I'm not doing it. Udogie can get the ball. We can play it into Odebear, and they can do. And Odebear can do what Odebear does, right? Heisenbear, connect the dots, matchmaker, connector in chief, love all that stuff. And Udogie can get forward, and then hopefully whip the ball in, and maybe you might get a late run into the box from Bentancur. I doubt it. I think today, for the most part, guys, today, I think that these three are going to be very isolated. Very, very isolated. A lot of pressure on Odebear. I think it will be more like this. I would expect it to be more like this. And if it is, then you can see Udogie connecting with Odebear. Let's see what Jed Spence is like going forward off the right-hand side. This is when we have the ball. When we don't have the ball, we know what it's going to be, right? It's just going to be like this, isn't it? When we don't have the ball, it's going to be like this. Richalison will come, maybe like that. Right? That's how it's going to be when we don't have the ball. But when we do have the ball and how quick we can break, this guy, Odebear, Wilson Odebear, my man, is going to be super important for me in being able to connect the dots. Because I'm not expecting too much from Polinia today, apart from just to sit in there, sitting deep. At times, it could even become more like that, right? It could even be more like that. Because I just think that we're going to be under the cosh. However, I want to come to the chat and see how you're doing. And then I'm going to show you the Arsenal team and see what's going on. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let's go and say hello to the chat. Where did we get to? We got to Marshall. Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. Spurs up. Smash the lights, guys, like it's Starmer's face, says Tony. I'll take a ticket. Are you close enough? No, I gave it to... In the end, I gave it to Johnny. I had the ticket from my man, and I gave it to Johnny. So Johnny's on his way to the game, and he's meeting up with the guy, Danny Hall. It's always awkward, isn't it, when you've kind of like played matchmaker. You kind of gone like, oh, look, I can't take it, but Johnny would take it. Johnny can't get a ticket. He'd love to go. Not sure if you know him. He's like, no, I don't know him. I was like, he's a good guy. So you hope that your friend's friend, you know, you hope that your friend's friend. Roy Vikings in the house. Big up to you, Roy Ski. How you doing? Oh, it was chalked out. It wasn't a goal. It was ruled out. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Someone keep me up here. Yes, lads, it's the big one, says Scotty. It's big, mate. It's big. It's only 7:30. Beer sounds good. Big up to you, mate. Go get down the road. Get yourself a lager. I think I need a drink for this game, even though this formation looks good. Just can't trust Richarlison. Yeah, I'd like to have seen it with Mwani. Would love to have seen it with Mwani. I'm not sure if Mwani can play against PSG anyway. So... And obviously, Mwani's got a broken face, right? Or a broken jaw or whatever. So, it hit his hand. It hit Dominic Calvert-Lewin's hand. Was that the one that was... Oh, that's a separate one. Separate incident. Anyway. Got my 3 bottles of wine. 3 bottles of wine. Luca. Love it. Love it. I got a text message from Billy T from Change for Tottenham. He said, after the game, come win or lose, get yourself up to Tottenham. We're going out. He's currently at the Bricklayers or something. I was like, mate, it's 2 hours door to door. I'll be there. I'll see you there about 9 o'clock. I won't be, but it'll be a good night out up there for sure today. Well, especially if we win, it'll be mental. Sully's in the house. Afternoon, Sean. Come on, you Spurs. Guinness Nitro Surge is ready. What's that? What's Guinness Nitro Surge? You have to let me know what that is. Big up to you, Johnny boy. Lee says, I'll be drinking by the end, either to celebrate or drown my sorrows. Get yourself a frozen daiquiri. You're out in Mexico. You got to do it the way that the Mexicans do it. Mexicana. Big up to you, Spurs GCTV, for the member for 25 months. Afternoon, Sean, buddy. Hope you're well. I'm good, Graham. I'm good, mate. Thank you very much again. I've got an itchy nose for the support, mate. 25 months. Wow. 2 years. Over 2 years. Love it, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you're okay, boss. Hope you're okay. 55 years since Forest beat Liverpool at home with a scoreline over 1 goal. It feels like it's about 55 years since anybody's beaten Liverpool at home. You know, what a performance that was from Dyche-O-Matic. You know? The old Dyson. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Put thumb in the bum and smash a like, says Scott Spur. Yeah, you got to smash it, guys. Smash the like button for me. Max shithousery, time wasting, and die for free kicks is needed, says Jan Morton. What a name. Jan Morton Reidningen. Yeah, where are you from, mate? I reckon, are you Danish or are you Dutch? You must be either Scandinavian or from Holland, I'd imagine. Jan Morton Reidningen. What a name that is. If you were a footballer, Jan, I'd have you on my shirt. You might be Belgium. Are you Flemish? Let me know. Big up to you. Big up to you. Not drinking today. Oxycodone for me today after a surgery. Oh, be careful on that shit, mate. Be careful on that shit. First of all, I hope you get better soon. For sure. But be careful on the surgery, bud. On the painkillers, mate. That stuff is brutal to get off. Brutal. I lost a friend. Didn't lose him. Like he didn't die, but he's not the same person because he got hooked on painkillers after a back surgery in America, and he's just like a zombie these days. A zombie. Hope he gets better as well. Big up to you all. Big up to you. Oi, oi, 352 is the way to go, but not going to be pretty, Wilson T. Mate, I don't care. I don't care about how we play away from home in games like this. I don't care if we stink the place out. If we stink the place out like we did against Chelsea and we don't do anything and we're just like hammered, then obviously I'm going to have a problem with it and I will react accordingly, of course, because content's got a content. But, you know, if it's a tight game and we got to do what we got to do, I'm up for that. I don't care. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. But I am not okay with like just absolute nonsense. But listen, I think that I want to see the 3-5-2. What I'm more concerned about is that we try it in this scenario. It doesn't work. And then we go, well, see, throw that one out. You know, that's madness because I think the system works. Like Kevin Danso, long throws. You got Micky van der Ven that can try to launch with the ball. Obviously, from set pieces at the other end of the pitch, win free kicks, win fouls, win corners, be dangerous. You got Kudus on the one side of the corner kicks. The only concern for me is who's going to take the corner kicks. Like, so Kudus is obviously left footer, right? Who whips it in from, if you're looking at the goal we're attacking, then Kudus takes the the right-sided corners as you're looking. Usually Porro takes the other side. Porro's not on the pitch today. So who's going to take that side? Will it be Kudus again? It might be. He's ambipedal. I think he is ambipedal. Will it be? I think it'll be Destiny. Could be Destiny, Udogie. It'll be fascinating. I also like to see us change up a little bit our corner kick routine. It's a little bit predictable, isn't it? We always go to the back post from one side and we always try to score from the corner from the other side. Listen, Roy, reach out to me, man. Dude, don't be careful on those oxycodone, bro. They're like I say, I don't want to lose you to the painkillers, pal. Don't want to lose you to them. Be careful, man. I like the look of this team, says PJS42. I like the look of your name, PJS42. I like the look of your name as well, Bantry. Members of the show, both of you. Big up to you. Afternoon. Good to see you. Good to see you. Houdini, always here, always supporting the Super Sticker train. Well, it well and truly has commenced. Yeah. By the way, this is my new jingle, right? So whenever I bury someone in a debate, whenever I do my thing, I'm just looking at that goal. What a goal that was from Morgan Rogers. He's chipped it. He's almost just chipped it. There's been no spin, no slice. He's just popped it over the top. What a goal. And he's gone straight to the set piece guy with the long hair. And they're watching it back. Listen, this is my new song for whenever I bury someone in a debate. You ready? Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I can also use that for when we've signed a player or when we have drawn a foul. I'll be using it several times in the game. I'm going to be adding to my my audio clips so that we can just expand the caliber of the content that we're delivering to 350 people here, boys and girls. Smash the granny out of that like button. Let's see what else we got. Thank you very much, Dean, for your super chat, my man. Your super sticker, always the best, always the most loyal. Daniel Levy, the best chairman, says, "Come on, you Spurs! Big up to you, Levy. Big up to you, buddy. Big up to you, Dino. Big up, big up, big up. Hot Harris Army raid. Harris Army raid." We got a Harris Army. Did we get a raid from Irish Hotspur? Did we, or did you just come over on your own? That's amazing. If we did, I've never seen one of them before. Big up to you though. Big up to you, Mark. I hope you're okay. Adam Horlock, big up to you, buddy. My nothing. He's not letting us know who your my is. I appreciate you very much, Adam. Johnny Spurs, big up to you, Irish Hotspur. If you have, Dave and Jack, thank you very much. Phone on silent, curtains closed, doorbell turned off. Doorbell turned off. No, the door is shut. The door is shut. Where's my beer? There we go. You're getting into it, guys. It's game day. It is game day. Look who's in the house. Come to say hello. We got Perchometer.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Excited? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, do you know what? It's right. I've kind of got no expectations for the game, so it doesn't really matter what happens. But no, look, lineups out. I mean, it's all good, man.
What are you saying about the lineup? Do you think? Let me show you. Do you? I've
just seen one of the comments that Perchy's song. What's happened just before I got here?
What's happened?
Someone put a comment going, Perchy's song, Sean. What have I done?
Perchy's song? I actually removed the Perchy. Oh, no, it's still there.
The biggest conspiracy I want to know is if Perchy does in fact watch Portuguese Division 2 football. That's what I want to find out. That's a conspiracy that's been bothering me for a long time.
Perchy's been pretending for a long time that he watches Hungarian League 3. In reality, he just drops onto Football Manager for 5 minutes and goes and has a look through the...
What does he say?
Now we know the truth.
Yeah, Susie, can we spend 5 minutes outing the biggest...
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
You live in Perchy, right? You live in Perchy, don't
you? Majority of the time.
Yeah. But do you ever have to take the remote control off of Perchy and say, enough of Portuguese second division football, Perchy? I just can't stand it anymore. Does that ever happen? No, I didn't think so.
Yes, I knew it.
He's completely outed. He's completely outed.
He's a fraud. I knew it. Okay, back to aliens. Thanks, Susie. My job is done. My job is done. Perchy, you're finished. You are finished, my friend.
Mud for you. You're always in the mud. You didn't think it could be true, and now you're in the mud.
Just got to keep an eye on the Sporting Lisbon second team at the moment. They're top of the second division of Portugal at the moment. They're doing a fabulous job. So keep an eye on some of those players. I wasn't exposed, by the way. It's absolutely... Sean is the most shameless individual. Absolutely shameless. I don't mind the shamelessness. At least
you had a stinker and hook, mate. Stinker and hook by your own.
By
the way, do you know how many people reached out to me and go, you know what, we got to stop calling Perchy. We start calling him Punchy because he's punching well above his weight with Susie.
And that was Lubo started that one off, by the way. He started spreading that one off. My Hungarian Division 2. I love it.
Yeah, fantastic.
But yeah, so all things good. Make sure you go over to Rabbit Hole Ramblings, by the way. I'm telling you what, like, since when the missus turned up there, honestly, views went like that, by the way. I'm just saying.
They did. They literally did. Her and
Lorraine. She's the captain now.
Yeah. She was the captain of that show. 100%. Mate, let me ask this, mate. What do you think about the old... let me bring this back in here. I've misshaped it all over the place, but...
we're missing a player. You've just dumped Paulina in the back four.
No, I was just saying that with the ball, we could be... Or without the ball, we could be something more like that. But with the ball, do you reckon Danzo will be in the middle, or do you reckon Romero will be in the middle today?
I think it'll probably be Danzo probably more than ever. But look, I'm not really fussed. I think, look, everyone was asking about playing a back three. We play a back three. I don't know really what people can really worry about. I don't think apart from Richalison, I don't really mind the lineup. people are now saying about Simmons not playing well. I think if you're going to play like this, you need to have width, and I think playing Odegaard and Kudus makes more sense with that. I'm not against it. You've got to nullify Saka and Trossard out wide. You've got to nullify it. Look, I'm not against it. Everyone was.
I like the team, mate. I think the team's almost full strength.
Yeah, I think as apart from maybe putting in Moani over Richardson, we don't know how much Moani has. How much Moani isn't available, like in the sense of he's on the bench. So, but yeah, look. Look, I think I like it. Look, I think if we're gonna play more counter attacking. I think that's clear to see. I think it's all about getting the ball out wide to Kudus and Odegaard. I think what we just want to see is Odegaard taking on Timber. You just got to have to keep going at it. No, you've never got me. Trust me. I'm what is this? Have you got a song for everything?
We got him. We got him.
Have you got a song for everything?
I'm starting to build out a little repertoire, mate. Yeah, I'm starting to.
It'll be another YouTube channel where he just puts out all these little individual songs for people to use. Honestly, Sean has about 1 million YouTube channels, by the way. Even ones you don't think are his. He's got a conglomerate of YouTube channels.
Listen, mate, as my man Heisenberg, not Odegaard, but the actual Heisenberg once said, I'm not in the money-making business. I'm in the empire business, bro. I want all the channels. I want all of them. I'm going to get them all, bro. I want 100 channels, you know?
But Sean is going to franchise the talk show label. So you'll have the Spurs talk show, the Villa talk show, the United talk show. Trust me, franchise that shit out, man. Franchise that shit.
I bought a domain called spurshub.co.uk. And I'm doing something with it. It's going to take a long time to build it out because it's pretty crazy, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to merge all of YouTube, all of like Discord type forums, you know, that kind of vibe, and also all the media journalists. It can all be found under one hub. And then once I've controlled the entire mechanism, then I'm going to template that shit and bridge it out for, like, you know, Red Devils Hub and Arsenal Hub and all that stuff. And it's going to be under one banner called Mud Hub, which you're going to be part of the ownership.
You're the leader of it.
CEO
I'll be the lead franchise owner.
Nice. What are you saying, Sam? Are you saying we've got a? Are you telling me there's a chance?
Look, there's always a chance in a game of football, right? I think no game of football is an 100% write-off. Look, for me, we've set up not to get battered, right? I think that's the key. But I know people hate to hear it and they want everyone to just go a bit more adventurous. Look, I think if we'd have gone and played open today, they could have put 5 or 6 past us. Today is about being pragmatic to a point where we don't get battered. But look, it's one of those. The game, I always say these, big games like this always hinges on the basis of 15-minute increments, right? Go into the game, keep yourself steady and in the game. Like I say, in the game, but don't go and concede in the first 15 minutes. Stay in the game get to half time, still in the game. Look, for all in purpose, we could take the lead, right? Just for me, you've got to stay in this game. Get to the second half, make it difficult for them. The one thing I've noticed with Arsenal, the one thing, if you can frustrate them, it can be a detriment to them. Just got, as I say, I think for us, you've got to stay in the game. You concede early, and the whole game plan to go into a back 5.
Oh, you know what, though? I'd much rather concede early than concede late.
Sure, but you don't. But the point is, if you concede early,
Tottenham kind of become a better team when we chased the game, right? When we went 2-0 down against Brighton, what happened? We were a better team. When we went 1-0 down against Wolves, what happened? We were a better team. We were a better team when we're chasing the game. I don't want to go down 2-0.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I think Arsenal's a different beast, though. You go 1-0 down early against Arsenal, and they'll be sitting there going, okay, we're looking to put 3 or 4 past them today and really hit and make a message. I think it's a different sort of game. I think for me, as I said, I think for me, if you can stay in this game, I don't disagree necessarily in your premise, but I think for us today, it's don't go into the game early and concede early, right? Stay in this game, nullify them, and see if you can get something out of it. A naughty little corner and cause a bit of problems. Danzo, look, I think Danzo's equally been on the pitch for another reason, for his giant long throw things. I think that's going to be that's good. He's on the pitch for those sort of situations as well.
His long throw is pretty average, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's not. He hasn't got like. If you want any, who's the best long? Who's the guy who's actually got a long throw that's dangerous? It's Iode, right, of Brentford. His one is unbelievable.
Coyote, yeah.
Oh, Coyote, yeah. Coyote is unbelievable, right? Our one is a little
throws it in the net and just waits for a tap in, like.
Yeah. But he launches it faster and more direct, more lower than the Rory Delap original.
Yeah.
You know?
God, Rory Delap must be sitting back now, retired in his home, going, they mocked me for this. Now everyone's doing it.
Yeah. He should wear a shirt that says, I was the first.
I was there before it's fashionable, kind of.
Listen, before I take a look at the Arsenal team with you, Hershey, I just got to take a little second here, guys. We have got a new sponsor on the channel, and it is the Coin Company, a precious metals specialist, and they have teamed up with myself and with Tottenham Hotspur official to license a limited edition silver bar. I'm not going to bore you with it myself, but there's a nice little Christmas present that I think would be really cool for people. This isn't financial advice, but check out the advert, details in the link above, and will be in the comment as well. Here we go. 2025 has been an unforgettable year for Tottenham Hotspur fans as we saw our fantastic club lift its first European trophy in over 40 years. To celebrate our achievement, Tottenham Hotspur have partnered with the Coin Company, a precious metals specialist, to offer fans the chance to commemorate and remember our achievement by owning a limited edition 1-ounce silver bar. Beyond the aesthetics, silver is considered a fantastic inflation hedge, as well as being a key component in the manufacture of microchips for the AI revolution that we are all experiencing. And whilst this is not investment advice, there are plenty of reasons why you would want to own silver right now. So why not consider getting one of these for yourself or for a loved one this Christmas time? Only 2025 will ever be sold. And if you use code Sean at checkout, then not only will you receive 10% off the purchase price, you will also be entered into a prize draw where one lucky winner will win an additional 1-ounce silver bar with the special certificate of authentication code 1882, representing the year our great club was founded. So click the link in the comments or the description and it will take you to the Spurs website where you can find more information. And from there, if you click to purchase, it will take you to the Coin Company website where if you enter code Sean at checkout, you will receive that 10% discount and be entered into that prize draw. So make sure you commemorate this fantastic year with a fantastic lifelong present for yourself or a loved one. Yeah, it was. It's been a good year, 2025. Obviously, we stunk it out in the league, but we did lift the first trophy in 40 odd years, guys. So a memorable one. Like I say, silver, not investment advice, but this is a collectible item. But obviously, it's also quite special. And like I say, there's some value in the fact of owning it, as well as the fact that there's a lot of technological advancements that are dependent on that particular commodity as well. So if that's your thing, if you've got a little bit of spare change and you're looking for some way to commemorate, then use code Sean at checkout. Perchy, fancy bit.
Big time. No, so I'm just blown away. You're big time now. My man's getting like proper ads. This is mental. Not like this is whoa. What's going on here? When did Sean become big time? Like what's going on here?
Don't say that, mate. Don't say that. I got this geezer in the chat. DB. He used to be a regular on the channel. I don't see him anymore, but when he pops back in, he says, Sean, you're great, but you need to get out more. Your ego is eating itself. And drop the jingle nonsense. It's proper C-level stuff. I mean, DB, I don't know what I've ever done to offend you, mate, but everyone's got an ego, bro. My ego's no bigger than anybody else's. Perchy's got a monster ego, he should do. Look how much he's punching. Look how much he's punching with Sue's-ometer. You know, what are we doing here?
She was gutted. We went out on Friday. She wanted. She was so bad. I went. You are not going on Sean's show on Friday. I swear, I'm not having it. She loves your show, she loves your show. But big up Suze.
She needs to come on. She needs to come on again. You know, she needs to come on again. She's going to come on Tuesday. I think we're doing. What are we doing on Tuesday? We are doing
like
Hollywood Satanism in Hollywood, and celebrities that have sold their soul to the devil. And you can
a show that cannot be mentioned on here while Sean is now big time on this channel.
The link is right down there. Rabbit Hole Ramblings. Perchy, are you back doing your Football Manager stuff?
I'm not on stream. I'm currently have a Football Manager 2026 save as I started at Tamworth, now at Aberdeen. I'm not doing it on stream. Forget that.
You started at Tamworth.
I literally picked a random team that's non-league team. Started with them, got them promoted, and then went to Aberdeen. Just won the League Cup in Scotland. Trying to get a job elsewhere. It's all fun and games. I spend way too much time on it. I'm just having it. It's how I find talent, by the way.
Yeah, nice. Listen, talk to me. Who is there an up and coming? By the way, have you seen me link with Jorthy Mokio? Have you heard about this kid?
Is this the Leicester fella?
No, he's left-sided, left-footed centre-back at Ajax, 17 years old. He's like the generational of the generationals. And Man United are in for him. Tottenham are in for him. This is the sort of player that I want to see Tottenham get hold of, mate. I know I always say like enough with the kids, but this guy Mokio, we're going to call him Pinocchio because he's just, he's someone that's, I don't know why I said Pinocchio, just a rhyming thing. I didn't actually have anything to follow it up with, but he's a top baller, mate, at Ajax. Top baller, 17.
What I really want to see at the moment, I'm still gutted because he's out injured, is Takai. Because everyone that watched Japanese football was saying about this is like, this kid's the bollocks, right? And we've just not got to see this kid play. And the problem is if you sign a new player and then they don't play because of X, Y, and Z, they almost just get forgotten about. Like, what worries me now is he's going to end up going on loan. We then sell him. And then everyone he'll be in like a few years' times of like, players that played for Spurs, but you can't remember.
Yeah, it's true. Are you reassured, mate, that Vuskovic is playing 65% of his minutes as a left-sided player?
I'm not worried about it. To be fair, for me, for him, as long as he's playing right, that's the key bit. If we're seeing a player playing football. And look, he's doing good. He's doing all right over in Germany, and it's good. It shows what level he's at now. That's what you want to see, right? I'm not worried about left and right foot. Just as long as he's playing football, right?
Well, listen, I think, you could turn this guy, if he becomes proficient enough in his young age as a left-sided player, even if he's still dominant right foot, but if he's learning the art of playing balanced left-sided, left centre-back football, that's why Mark Gahey is so valuable. It's why and if you're like, obviously an out and out left-footed player is someone that's like the lesser spotted centre-back. It's a rarity. It's a scarce resource. It's like Bitcoin or whatever else. But if this guy's right-footed, but because of his need and his training playing on the left side, he becomes proficient with his left foot as well. And he's at fucking 6 or however tall he is, and he can score goals and he can do all the things he's doing in the team of the year in Germany. You arguably have like £100 million player that's not even out of the teenage years yet.
Well, that's the key bit, right? But the thing is for me, it's all about. For me, the whole signings that we have and all X, Y, Z, right? For me, I think Vuskovic, could become a top centre half. At what level, I don't know. I think you'll start seeing him play football. I think then the questions then got to ask is, if he comes back next season, what happens? I think we have to worry about it when they get there. You know my thoughts. I don't hate the youth as everyone seems to sort of build this narrative. I do. I don't. I've always, my premise. I've stand by it, and I always said it. It's meritocracy always wins it for me. I don't care if you're 18 or 28. If you're good, if you're the best player, I want you to play. I don't care. And I think that for me is where it goes. If he comes back and you go, do you know what? He's just had a full season at Hamburg. done X, Y, Z with them. Cool. Now let's see where you could be involved into the first team in some capacity. The thing is for me, right? And I think we're going to be in a position where I think from next season you're going to see us playing in a back three more often than not. I think when you look at if Vuskovic comes back and you go, this is a kid, this kid knows what he's doing, right? You've got numbers of centre halves that can play, right? I don't think Danzo, for me, as an out-and-out defender, I don't think there's much wrong with him. He's had a couple of poor games, but he's had some really good games as well.
Only when he's played on the left-hand side. When he's been shoehorned out to the left, he's been really exposed, right? And this is why when I see people like Ange Postecoglou, you know, the difference between Ange and Thomas Frank. I know you're on the Thomas Frank train, and I get it. Listen, I don't have a particular stance. I'm not on his train. I'm not off his train. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm certainly not going to have a crack at him for going defensive today. I totally get it. It's fine. But what I love to see, whenever I watch Thomas Frank, whenever I see a video on TNT or James Alcott, whatever, one of these interviews, and you get to hear his insights, I feel reassured. I feel like, okay, there's nothing, like he knows far more than I do, and he's thinking about things that I hadn't thought of, and he's also contemplating the things that I had thought of and that we're all thinking. So, like, he's coming to his conclusion based on obvious demonstrations of his unbelievable expertise, right? That are above ours.
And that's the one thing about with Frank that I agree with you about being reassured by him, because I look at it and go, this is a coach that knows what he's talking about, and I trust. Ange
Postecoglou would say things like a defender should defend any position. A midfielder is a midfielder. Yeah. It's like it's overly simplified, you know, ridiculously.
It was sound bites, right? Ange became a soundbite merchant where it was just all about, it doesn't matter about set pieces. It doesn't. Whoa. You're meant to be the one that, like, I get it, fans saying stuff like that. I get it. Fans say wild and ludicrous things. Because
fans are going to fan, but managers have to manage. Right?
It's almost like you get into a bus and the driver goes, and you're sitting there and you go, the driver's just driving going, it doesn't matter. We'll get there at some point. You go, whoa.
Yeah.
You're driving me, man. Like.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And for me, when I used to see Ange say things like, if you're a right-footed defender, left-footed defender, it shouldn't matter. I'm like, okay, really? Because I know you're the guy who grew up with Puskas, right? Your dad was best mates with Puskas, right? So I get it. Like, you know more in your little fingernail than I do about football, but that doesn't jive with me. And like a 6 is not a 10. An 8, a double pivot specialist is not a single pivot specialist. Like when you say that a midfielder is a midfielder, that to me screams either laziness or ignorance or I'm missing something. And then when you see someone like Danso, who's been so rock solid as a right-sided in a back four, go to the left side for 1 or 2 games, and he's completely out of position defensively from corner kicks to set pieces, and you're sitting there going, like, that's obvious because he's not used to having, you know, from this side of the pitch, he's not used to having these many people in front of him and these few people behind him. Because he's playing on the left. And then from this side, you're not used to having these few people in front of you and these many people behind you. So you're out of sorts. That to me makes sense logically. But to Ange, when he was saying a defender can defend at either side, it's irrelevant. It didn't jive with my logic.
It's even just simpler things about the passing, right? If you're a left-sided centre back but you're right-footed, you naturally will move onto your right foot. But trying to pass to the left on your right foot with the ball, it doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? It's an imbalance in that sense. So I don't necessarily disagree with you on that part. No, I think. Look, if we just sort of like go back to the game and stuff, I think we all kind of, for me, I feel like with Thomas Frank, with some people within it, whatever happens today, there will be some level of anger unless we win. But we don't.
No, not from me. If we put in a shift, if we put in a shift, I'm more than happy with the setup. I'm delighted with the team. I agree with it. Yes, maybe Richalison, whatever. Yes, maybe Xavi for Odegaard, whatever. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I understand. if we don't do anything in the game and it's just like ridiculously, when we win the ball back, we just give it back to them every time and we don't try anything on the counter, then obviously content's got a content purchase. So then I'll throw my toys out of the pram.
The YouTube game's got a game, man.
The game's got a game, bro. You know how it works. But generally speaking, going into the game, I think this is awesome. I'm really excited to see.
Yeah.
But what I am worried about is that if it doesn't work and it's a complete it's a complete lame duck, are you worried? Sorry, before I ask you this question, were you someone that was on board the back three as a concept for the last month?
Look, I'm not against it. I get why. The only worry I had with going to a back three was we haven't got enough fit centre halves. If someone like Danzo or Romero or that gets injured, right? 100%. That was I have no issue with the premise of going to a back three. My only issue is if you do lose one early on in the game, you've got to completely change the whole thing that you've set up for.
100% agree with you. But now that Dragusin and Kota Takai, are they? Who's on the bench? I haven't even looked who's on the bench.
They're not back in on the bench, but they're back to first team fitness, though, aren't they?
So the bench is
literally have Romero. Pedro Porro is the only defender on the bench, by the way.
Okay, shit, that's crazy.
So this is a bit of a gamble.
So we're doing exactly what you and I both agree was the risk. Right?
The only benefit in a sense, and it's almost a bit of a shoehorn, but I get why, is you've got Paulinho on the pitch anyway. That if an injury does happen, he will sit in at centre half, and you bring on an Archie Gray in midfield or a Sarr or whoever into midfield, right? But like for me, look, I think it is what it is with the formation. The one thing I will say though, if we are needing to just go a bit chaotic at the end of the game and we're 2-0 down with 15 minutes to go, there's some attacking players to come off the bench, right? Like, yeah. So he can bring on some.
So Xavi can come on. Mathys Tel, Berghvall, Johnson, Porro, and Mawani. Yeah, we've got some decent options. Let's have a look at Arsenal. So Arsenal are, as everyone expected, there's no surprise there, right? Raya, Timber at right back, Saliba, Hincapie. We knew that Gabriel was going to be out. And Calafiori, who's also a doubt anyway. Calafiori's not fully fit. So I'd love to see us, if we are going to break, it'd be nice to see Kudus take on Calafiori, twist him inside and out, and then see if we can get some joy. Rice, Zubamendi in the double pivot, and then Eze in the 10, Saka, Trossard, and Marino, and that's fine. And then on the bench, they've got Kepa, Mascara, Ben White, Martinelli, Norgard in the 6, Madueke, Waneri, Lewis Skelly for right back if they need left back. Sorry, if they need to bring off, and then Max Dowman. So they've got some injuries, mate. They haven't got.
They've got injuries as well.
They've got injuries, haven't they? You know.
But isn't that the difference in caliber though? Well, we don't like to say
that bench is still incredible, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Their bench is ridiculous, right? And their first team is ridiculously strong as well. So they've got a lot of injuries as well as us. But look, I think for me, I agree with you. I agree. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be the battle between Kudus and Calafiori. If we get anything out of this game, that battle between them two is going to probably be the cause of us winning or losing, right? If Kudus can twist Calafiori in and out, and look, I don't rate him. I don't rate him at all. But if Richarlison's going to have to be a bit of a prick as always to just try and get
shithousery. Yeah, but he can't roll around on the fucking floor.
If I was Thomas Frank, I'd be saying to Richarlison, stick on Hincapie and almost be dirty in a way with him. It's his first start in the Premier League. I think he's a top centre half, but it's his first game. Go and put the pressure on him. Make him make a mistake. If you've got to be a little bit rough early on, go like you've got to make a presence early on. But I don't want to see him on the floor falling over every 5 seconds. He's got to be strong in this game. And I think that's where it's going to be the difference. If we can get involved in that, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I completely agree, mate. I completely agree. Got a what do you reckon about to score? A to score bet, right? Micky van der Ven, 22-1 to score today.
Any time or first?
Any time. Anytime. Oh, hang on a second. No, wait a minute.
Double check that. That sounds first to score.
That sounds crazy. What are we doing here? Yeah, Micky van der Ven to score at any time, 22-1.
Oh, I'd be putting a couple of quid on that, easy. Or with Sean's YouTube money, probably $2,000 or something. I mean, this guy minted on you.
That's madness, isn't it? Hang on, I just want to double check that's right.
You might as well. To be fair, for the way he scored,
Arsenal versus Tottenham. Double check on.
We're massively outsiders at the moment on this, for obvious reasons.
Hang on a second. Let me double check that this is right. Micky van der Ven to score. That's the only bet.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime goal scorer. Isn't that ridiculously good odds?
Yeah, I mean, you could the fact that we'll be playing a lot of set pieces. Romero's also 22-1. He can score from a set piece. To be fair, do you know why don't you do Van der Ven to score? Danzo to assist as well. He's like 20 to
score or assist, just in case he makes a break. 16-1. I'm having a tenner on that.
Oh.
Got to have a tenner on that.
I think if it comes in, Sean, you've got to buy one of your viewers a Micky van der Ven shirt. I think there you go. I've left that little sprinkle as I disappear off to watch the game. You're my channel.
If it comes in, you want me to give up my entire profit on a shirt? Fair enough. Okay, Jersey. Well, welcome back to the chat. What are we doing here?
Imagine that comes in early on as well. Score any time.
16-1 on a score or an assist. Unbelievable odds.
Yeah,
Roddy Bentancur to score 14. I've got to have a couple of quid on some of these.
I love how I can see in the background if you type in away, like searching all these to score odds.
That's madness. Some of these prices. João Palhinha to score 12-1. You could almost spend like 20 quid putting 2 quid on the entire top.
Yeah.
And make money with some of these.
The bookies are saying that we aren't scoring a goal. You might as well. To be fair, you got a point. You might as well put a couple of quid on every Spurs player to score a goal. Why not?
At 14-1, I'd have 4 quid on you as well, Rodrigo. How about that? The only Tottenham players that are Bukayo Saka is 7-4. Then Eberici Eze 12-5. Then Marino 12-5. Then Trossard, Richalison 4-1. Never going to back you, mate. Declan Rice 5-1. Kudus doesn't score. Like all of the most likely Tottenham scorers are 12-1 or higher.
Yeah,
I'm having a couple of quid on Romero as well. I don't know what we're doing here. If we score a goal from a set piece, it's going to be from one of those fellas, and we're going to be in the profit perchometer. You know what are we doing here?
The game's the game.
Game's the game, mate. Game's
the game.
Perchy, can you hold the fort for 2 seconds whilst I go for a pre-game week?
Sure.
I need to have a ritual.
Absolutely,
hold the fort,
no trouble. Whoa, it's literally just me. Yeah, look, guys, big up to you all. I still have power on Sean's channel, by the way. He's given me absolute full power. So let's get your predictions in. Let's do predictions while Sean's here. What are you guys predicting today? Obviously, put in who you think is going to win it. I think it's going to be a bit of mix of everyone, right? Someone said, what's Timber to score? I don't know if I can see if I can do it. I can probably do it on here on odds checker. Hang on, I'll do odds checker on here. Oh wait, hang on. I've got my Sky Bet account here. I love it. We've got Sam is me saying 3-0. Adam Cahill 2-2. 2-2. I have a feeling 2-1 Spurs. Big up Brian. How you doing, my man? 1-1 and an awful game. 1-0 Tottenham. I like in the confidence, guys. 2-1 from Ange Ball. 1-1 from Ludi. It's not everyone's. I like the confidence. 2-1 Arsenal from Matthew Ball. Look, I think it's going to be one of the. I don't think it's going to be this swishbuckling. It's all going to be chaos. I think we're going to get a result. Do you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb because positive Perchy era is definitely here at the moment. Okay. I'm going to say. Do you know what? I fancy 2-2. I fancy 2-2 as well for some reason. I think we score first. They score 2, and we get a penalty in the death. There you go. I'm going to 2-2. I have a feeling. I have a weird feeling.
Perchy getting roasted. Listen, if we
what is that picture, by the way? I've just.
If we get a penalty and we're 2-1 down in the 90th minute, do you give it to Richarlison?
Nah.
Who takes it? Micky van der Ven? Romero?
Kudos. Or
Yeah,
Brennan Johnson.
the captain's going to have to make the decision, right? The captain's going to have to sit there and go, Richie, step away from the ball.
As long as I don't mind Richarlison taking it if he scores, as long as he doesn't take his shirt off. Because you know what will happen, right? He'll take his shirt off in the depths in the North London derby, and then they run down the other end and score. Like that.
You know what I want to see happen? You know what I want to see happen? If it's 2-1 down, 92nd minute with 4 minutes left on injury, and we get a pen, I want to see him score it, and I want to see 4 Tottenham players run to the goal line, get the ball and run back and put it on the centre circle as if to say, fuck you, we're going for the winner. Let's see how you handle that. None of this like, we've got a point thing. We're going for one more.com. We're going for one more.
Yeah, no, look, the problem is I say all this now and then we end up just like getting absolutely tonked. But look, for me, I don't think we're going to get tonked. I think it will be a result. I think, look, it's probably the heart over the head at the moment, but it's a North London derby. If you can't predict anything other than a result, right? It'd be a bit weird if not. Perchy to score any 100-1. Not for me. I wouldn't trust me in front of goal. Look, I think we've look, stay in the game. As I always say, stay in the game, get it done, and fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. We can only hope. Hey, if we win though, massive result. If we win, if we get anything out of this, it's a big result, right?
Yeah, if we get a draw, it's massive. Oh, they put up some poxy it's slightly better tifo, but it's not really.
I need to get the game.
It's still pretty cheesy as hell. It looks a little bit better. It's got the Arsenal. It's like it's almost like a green screen tifo. Looks a little bit shit, to be honest. It's better than the fucking thing they put out before. Perchy, I'll let you go, mate. Thanks for dropping on, buddy.
Yeah. Big up. Make sure everyone in here like and subscribe, man. It's a big day for Spurs creators. Get on with it, man. Like and subscribe. Do that thing. Come on, you Spurs. Frank's army's on it. Let's go.
Let's go, Perchy. See you, mate. Take care, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the game mode. Hang about. Well, so I've just so I can see. I've had Christian Romero. I've had a couple of quid on Romero, 3 quid on Romero to score any time. Roddy at 14s, 4 quid. Oh, I did 2 bets on Rodrigo on Bentancur. Oh shit, I've done 2 different bets on Rodrigo Bentancur like a donut at 14-1. Okay. So we've got 8 quid on Rodrigo Bentancur and we've got a tenner on Micky van der Ven. I don't know how I've done that, but whatever. It is what it is. We're looking for a Romero Bentancur or Micky van der Ven to score, guys. Let's go. The boys are out. They're doing the handshakes. There's no handshakes in this game. There's no handshakes. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content. We are about to go game mode. Game mode is on. It is game day. It's the big one. Is it all set up nicely? Let me make sure it all looks okay and tidy. Yeah, it looks just about fine, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be about 45 seconds behind you. So if you are watching this on a normal screen, then please, on a normal TV, then please do press pause and sync up with us. Sync up with the chat. No spoilers. No spoilers.com. Do you know what else? I set up stream elements, right, before the game. I set up fucking stream elements. I gave it all the access in the world to my YouTube channel, to my fucking PayPal account, or whatever it is. Have I seen anything from Stream Elements? Have I seen anything in the way of contribution in the chat from Stream Elements? No, I haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen nada. We'll deal with them later on. We will deal with them later on. Please let me know if you guys can hear any of the audio from the TV in the background because I don't want to get myself cancelled. Let me know if you can hear it. I'm excited, though. I'm excited. Go, boys and girls. It's game day! Come on, Tottenham. By the way, we're going to talk about Jorthi Mokio a little bit later on, or tomorrow. Good review on that guy. I like him. I watched him on... if you spoil the review, if you spoil the game, it will be bye. Don't you wanna know the Dutch? I just wanna know that I am a Dutch. You may hate me, but I cannot lie. Bye, bye, bye. Come on, Tottenham! Let's go! Let's go! We're not listening to that song. It's Tottenham forever! It's a good song, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is a good song. I hate it. I hate the fact that it's such a good song. Sean for Eurovision. Yep. And my heart. Right, let's go, guys. Let me go. I'm going to press go on the timer as soon as we are about to go. We got Michael Oliver. And we are off and running, ladies and gentlemen. Off and running. Let's go, Tottenham. Offside already for Arsenal. Definitely some sort of dodgy betting going on there. Definitely some dodgy betting going on there, guys. So Romero's in the middle of the back three by all accounts. Vicario bangs it long. Don't worry about that. Win it. Win it. Win it, Jedley. Go on then, Destiny. That's it. Kudos pumps it long. A little bit of a hoof from Raya there. Chance for Destiny to bring the ball down. Go on, Dest. No, it goes out for touch. Interesting. Turn this shit around. Win that, Kevin Danso. Good boy. Romero hoofs it clear. Kudos looks like he's central. Kudos looks like he's very central in the opening minutes here. What's going on? Declan Rice pings it long into Saka. Keeps it in touch just about. Oh, well done, Destiny. Well done, Destiny. He picked him off there. Let's go. He pings it long. What we do, we're pinging it to Richie. What are we expecting from that? Not a lot. And Arsenal knocks it out into touch. Tottenham win the throw-in in the danger zone. Good territorial play here from Tottenham. Well done, Destiny Udogie, by the way. You've won the first duel against... He's got a new haircut as well. I like it. Is that to put a hairband around his dreads to keep it all in tune? Nice. Bentancur picked off by Declan Rice easily. Oh, here we go. Arsenal are breaking. There's Trossard. Romero comes up to centre circle to smash him, but he doesn't make it in time. He gets to Saka. Saka one-on-one against Destiny Udogie. He looks inside to Eberici Eze. Tries to flick it over the top. What a save! Oh, Jesus Christ! Wow, 0-0 still. Eze flicks it over the top. Lovely little kind of like loopy flick over to Declan Rice, who chests it down. No, he doesn't. He goes first time against Vicario. Vicario blocks it, and then Kevin... That's a nice little flick that is from Eze. Declan Rice shoots first time with a half whip, and Vicario does well. It comes out, falls out, and it smashes into Danzo, and it just goes wide of the post. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Not the... Didn't want to give away that gilt-edged chance. But that, you know what that was? That started with Bentancur losing the ball in the middle. Here's a free kick routine from Arsenal. Near post, it goes out for a goal kick. It's a ridiculous corner kick routine. 3 of the Arsenal players started on the back edge of the 18-yard box and then sprinted forward. It wasn't just like a back post routine. It was like, let's just go crazy here. Clown show stuff. Might work. But he thinks he's too smart for his own good. He's too smart for his own good, his old Arteta. Just when they thought they knew what I was going to do, I'm going to go a little bit crazier. Vicario smashes it long from the goal kick. Who wins it? Declan Rice wins the header. We've got We've got to try and compete with Declan Rice. He's had too much of the early wins. Romero, by the way, don't get caught out again like that, like you did there. You were part of that problem as well. Benson Cole was part of the problem, and you were part of the problem, trying to come and smash Trossard and then not smashing him at all. If you're going to smash. What are we doing here? Timber to Saliba. Declan Rice coming deep, looking right-hand side again. His Marino. Inside. To Timber. Here's Saka. Up against Udogie. Decides to go back. Tottenham pushing out. They're not going to sit back and just allow it on. They're trying to push. They're trying to press from deep. It's okay. That's okay. The early shape is construct. It's nice. For those of you that haven't subscribed, if you are watching this, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Ball goes over the top. Marino pushing Haas. Micky van der Ven pings it long from Micky van der Ven up towards Richarlison, but easily cut out by Jury and Timber. Johnny's at the game. Yeah, I gave him a ticket, Robin. Well, I didn't give him a ticket. I knew a man with a spare ticket, and I couldn't go because I was doing this with you lot. I'd rather spend my time with you lot. 170 of you is better than 5,000 strangers or 60,000 strangers. So, yeah, I gave Johnny the ticket to the game. Geek says, loving this team. It's one of the hardest, most Stockholm Syndrome shit I've ever seen, if there was ever an example. I'm curious to see how we set up. You've got to stay solid and strong in the first 20. Let's see if because they're pressing. They're doing that kind of weird press thing where Marino presses from the top. That's us. That's ours. That's ours. Good boy. Shut up, Arteta. Get back in your dugout, you little prick. Get back in your dugout, you little prick. He does kick every ball, though, doesn't he? He does kick every single ball. What is Richarlison doing there? Rishi, what are you doing, mate? You're fucking useless, bro. Mickey's smashed into Marino there, I think that was. Yeah, we keep going long towards Richarlison, who's just he's no good at doing anything there. I don't know what Richarlison was even attempting. He the ball was coming into his chest, and he just decides to turn and run like it was going to bounce over. The guy's just. We will never be able to mount any sort of serious, consistent challenge until we get a proper 9 in. Like, no team can do it if you've got a 9 that is as bad as him. Well done, Destiny. Oh, what's that, Vicario? This is what Vicario does. This is Vicario. I love it. I love his shot stopping, but that sort of clearance is just dog shit. Come on, Mickey, smash him, lad. There's Trossard. Saka's got space. Saka's got space to cross it in. Well out by Polinia. Well done. Timber crosses it across the front of goal, face of goal. Kudos, get on the ball, lad. Oh. Coming back again. It's all Arsenal right now, guys. It's all Arsenal. It's been all Arsenal for 8 minutes. Here's Trossard. Lost his man. Deflects off of Benson Core. Falls out to Declan Rice. He's sitting very deep. Declan Rice is very deep. Interesting. Here's Zubamendi. Zubamendi flicks the ball over the top. Well done. Who's that? Jed? That was Udogie. Well done. Who's just cleared that like an absolute bozo? Oh. Romero's furious about something. It's all Arsenal so far. Marino pressing like an orange juice. Oh, we're just giving the ball back. We're just giving the ball back. What? This isn't the system that we want to see it. 45% of the action has been in our own third. 45% has been in the half, and then 10% has been in Arsenal's end. I don't remember being in Arsenal's end at all. Pause. But we've got to be like I'm fine with the defensive structure. I'm fine with it. I expect it. It's no problem. But we have to like also when we get on the ball, try and do a little thing or two. Here's Mohamed Kudus. We're playing the ball back here. Here's Danso. To Micky van der Ven. Looks left towards Destiny. He gets challenged by Saka. Ball goes out for a Tottenham throw. In and around the split between the middle third and the Tottenham third. Come on now. 10 minutes in. 0-0. 10 minute in. Yeah. 10% does sound generous. Matt, good to see you, mate. How are you? Kudus gives the ball away and it goes out for an Arsenal throw. Kudus hasn't got into the game yet at all. He's very narrow, Kudus. He's very narrow. I can't even see like. So I guess we're doing the system that I thought we were going to do, where it's going to be like Kudus and Rishi, and then Udogie was going to be behind them in a 10. So we basically haven't got width. We haven't got width. So like Timber on that basis, Timber and here's Kevin Danso beating off Trossard. Well done. Let's win that. Well done, Kevin Danso again. Let's go, Polinia. The recovery press from Arsenal is very impressive, right? But if you're not going to have any width at all, and which it doesn't look like we are, right? Because Kudus is super narrow, Udogie's behind them in the 10, and obviously Richarlison's narrow as well. So therefore, Calafiori and Jurriën Timber essentially have, no real threat. They don't have any threat. So the only threat they have is from the pin back Udogie and Jed Spence. Jed Spence hasn't got out of his own third yet. So on that basis, those guys can push high, which means that there's Trossard's down injured. He doesn't look well. He looks like he's fucked. Does Trossard. Oh no, he's saying he's okay. He's saying he's okay. He's all right. He's just having a roll around on the floor for a minute. Polinia's taken his foot out, but it's fine. Oh no, he's not okay. He's now called over the the medical staff. Yeah, so to me, like if I'm Arsenal, I'm going to get positive by the fact that they're super narrow and the fact that we're pinned in, and then obviously that creates another threat, right? Timber and Calafiori can just push up and compress the life out of Jed Spence and Udogie. But that obviously offers an opportunity. It's a game of chess, right? Every time that there's a chance that Tottenham get the ball, when you do ping it, you have to ping it into the channel correctly. Richarlison has been the chosen option so far. I'd like to see Kudus come away from the narrow and recognise the counter threat, right? And say, okay, you know what? On his side, let's say he's playing off the right, his side, or Udogie do it, right? If you need to ping it long and ping it centrally, because you need to do that. That's just the way that the move starts, the counter, the transition starts, then so be it. But then Udogie has to realise that the channel of access is going to be down the right and the left because you're going to have Timber and Calafiori that are super advanced. But all we're doing right now, like Danso just wins the ball back and then just hoofs it clear and gives the ball back to Arsenal on the halfway line. We have to be a little bit more I don't know, kind of like intuitive with the way that we're doing it. At the moment, it feels like it's slightly panicky stations. And it shouldn't be. Like Danso wins the ball again. Big up Danso. Big up to you, Danso. Like you're winning everything, like you always do. But then we just give it back. We hand it back. And there's Mikel Merino. João Palhinha's just smashed into him. Nice one, João. Nice one, João. Bye-bye, Trossard. Are you ahead of me, Nick? If you are ahead and Trossard's gone off injured, then... Please don't let anyone know. James Hunter had to come off Sava's stream. He's more interested in having a crack at viewers as usual. Okay. Well, welcome. Look, to each their own. I'm not really interested in. I just want to talk football. And actually, to be entirely honest with you guys, more recently, I just want to talk conspiracies. I love the political stuff. If I'm not looking or watching or talking about Tottenham or football, I am watching the zeitgeist, and I fucking love, absolutely adore talking about, or just like the shit that we don't know, the unknowns, the known knowns, the known unknowns, all that stuff. And that's where you can find at the bottom there. It says it on the screen right now. Check out the Rabbit Hole Ramblings. It's so much fun. Here we go, Polinia. Let's turn and go, pal. Go, pal. You're running into traffic. Get the free kick, ref. It's our ball. Well done, João Polinia, by the way. Well done, João Polinia, winning a free kick there. Now we got a chance. Let's ping it forward. Look, here we go. Here we go. Vicario's on the halfway line. Vic, you better smash. You better hit this. Vicario, you had better get this ping. Don't fuck this ping up, Bo. Don't fuck this ping up. Big up to Matt Cox. Big up to Matt Cox. Says Sean's had the same shirt on since Thursday. Now I've got 4 versions. It's a Spurs talk show thing, mate. I've got 4 versions of it, bro. I've got 4 versions of it. I don't wear the same thing, but I do wear the same thing, but not the same item. Danzo's won it. Danzo wins everything in the air, though, boys. You know, Danzo wins everything in the air. It's just what he does with the next one. Here's Timber, Jurian Timber. What a threat he is, by the way. Big up to you, Matty boy. Though, thank you very much for the. The reason I wear these is because I made a load of them when I hit like 15,000 subs or 10,000 subs or something. Someone reached out to me who was selling like a Shopify thing and said, "Oh, you want to start selling merch?" And I didn't know, so I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I think I bought like 15 of these, different sizes. And then it turned out that like no one wanted the merch. No one cares about merch. And so I've got shitloads. Oh, here we go. Here's Arsenal breaking. Eze trying to flick it through. Well done, Micky van der Ven. Clears nicely. Let's go. Oh no! Oh, Arsenal pretending that's a foul. Rolling around. I think Kudus got the ball. Back post ball though towards Saka. What a takedown that is from Saka. Udogie on him like beans on toast. Well done, Destiny Udogie. Ref! Oh no, you gave it the wrong way. You gave it the wrong way. You gave it the wrong way. I think Udogie's absolutely smashed that. I think you. Oh, what's going on now? I think Udogie's won the ball there. I think he's won it. He hasn't touched him. I think he's won it correctly. And then he's been tripped up. And they've given the fucking thing to Arsenal. I think that's a load of bollocks, by the way. I think that's an absolute load of bollocks. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know. Let me know. Because I think that's a really dangerous area. And I think Udogie's been absolutely robbed there. Look at this back post bollocks. What are they doing? Pass the balloon. Is it like a fucking birthday party game? They're all standing one behind each other where they've got to put the balloon through each other's knees and then kiss the card or whatever. Suck blow. Look at this. What is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? It's so cheesy. It's fucking cheese on toast. It's the cheesiest of set piece routines. Mate, Mikel Arteta will lose the Premier League. He won't win the Premier League this season because of that bollocks. Like, what are we doing there? What are we doing there, mate? You're a donor, Arteta. That's not fooling anybody unless you're a 5-year-old who's wondering why the balloon hasn't been passed through the knees to the next guy. It's a load of waffle. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go. Let's go, Destiny. Win that. Ref! Oh, fuck off, mate. What? Come on now. This is nonsense. Michael Oliver doing Oliver things because he's a Newcastle fan. Micky van der Ven picks the ball up. Well done, Romero. Well done, Cutie. Love that. Be calm now. Be calm. Unlike Butler. Finds it into Kudus. Kudus gets a chance to turn. No, he doesn't. He plays it back to Danzo, who's gone a little bit wider. And Jed Spence, who went forward, actually. Danso, this is what we do with Danso. Unfortunately, Danzo's delivery is no good. Danzo's delivery is no... Richarlison's been taken out by Zubamendi. He didn't roll around on the floor, though, gentlemen. He didn't roll around on the floor, ladies and gents. We love to see it. Love to see it. The ref's a twat, mate. Arteta is a rookie with a £1.2 billion squad. Yeah. You know what it's called, Nikos? All the gear, no idea. All the gear, no idea. He's the geezer that's rocking up to the first tee at a golf tournament with like a brand new set of like Callaway Big Berthas, but he doesn't even know how to fill in his card, and he slices it off the tee. Here we go, Arsenal breaking here. Well done, Jedley King. Well done, Jedley King. Trossard smashes him. Oh, shut up, Trossard. What did you do there, mate? Don't turn around with your grey hair, you old man. Fucking curious case of Benjamin Button. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Sub Dan 1. Big up to you. Member for 17 months, Dan. Daniel, I respect and appreciate your loyalty, my man. And thank you very much for your generosity as being a member for that long. That's nearly 1.5 years that you and I have been knowing each other. And I love that about you, bro. I dig that about you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Richie's growing up. About time. We're giving the ball away again there. Giving the ball. Kudos comes away with it every time. You don't get the ball off Momo. You don't get the ball off Momo. Oh, it's a good ball for Richie. No, of course it isn't. Fuck's sake, Richie. Come on now. Spurs fans would have torn him to pieces if we spent this much and didn't win. Arteta would be hated so much. I think everybody hates Arteta, don't they? Everybody hates Arteta apart from a very small, or like, the Arsenal fan base that are like, oh, that's it. That's it. Give Saka everything. Give Saka everything. Honestly. Brad, you're a nutter. I'm just getting warmed up, bro. I've had my first cider. Got the second one ready to pop. Have you got yours, though, Brad? Have you got yours? That's the important question. On this channel, we drink and play and watch and drive and fucking scream. That's what I do here. Don't know what you want from me. Trossard celebrating a tackle for a throw. Yeah. Exactly, mate. Exactly, Matt. That's all they've got. Tell you what, if we can stay 0-0 at half time, we've got options on our bench. We've got no defensive options. The only way we can go is forward. The only way we can go. I'm happy so far. I'm happy. I'm not happy with Oliver. He hasn't had a lot to do, but what he's decided to do has been questionable. I love that from Odebear. Love that. Even though it's a terribly far pass. But Danzo, what are we doing now, Kev? What are we doing, Kev? What are we doing? Look at the way we're drawing them out, boys. Look at the way we're drawing them out. Richie win that. Richie win it. Richie win it. He's won it. And he gives it to Kudus. Go Kudus inside to Odo. Let's go Heisenberg. Let's go Heisenberg. What are we doing? Oh, he's giving it away. He's giving it away. Get that one. Get that one. Get that one. Go. Oh, fuck off. Udogie's going to get booked in a minute. Oh, he's giving it to... He's giving it to Tottenham. That's it, Michael Oliver. That's the boy. All is forgiven temporarily, you Geordie prick. Brad smoking a spliff. See, we're probably on with different wavelengths then, man. We're probably on different wavelengths, you know. My wavelength's like speeding up with the alcohol. Your wavelength's like... We might occasionally hit the same synchronicity. We might occasionally peak at the same moment, but there's going to be times when we're going to be like, counter waves. And that's okay too, because you know what happens when you get counter waves in the ocean? You get mega waves, Brad. That's what you get. You get the giant freak waves when you're peaking and I'm troughing. occasionally the fucking shit's just going to go wow. And when that happens, Tottenham are going to score a worldie. And it's going to come from Micky van der Ven, who I backed at 22-1. I hope you lot backed the goal from Micky at 22s. Lunar waving, Nikos. 100%. 100%. That's what we're doing here. We're doing the lunarwave.com. In fact, you know what? Lunar Wave sounds like a great name for a brand. I might buy that domain. I might buy if the domain's available. I might have to buy that name. You could turn it into a clothing line. You could turn it into like a I don't know, sleep medication. You could turn it in. There's loads of things you could do with lunarwave.co.uk. I used to have a YouTube channel back in the day. It was called what was it called? Hang on a second. Here's Jedley King. Oh, Jedley! Oh, Jedley! Fucking Jedley King. Sorry. That was unbelievable. He's had two Arsenal guys around him. He's just jinked and he's juked and he's linked and he's looped and he's come away with a foul. Fantastic. And he's chewing gum at the same time. Don't ever tell me that Jedley King can't walk and chew gum at the same time, because he can. Because he can, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing here. That's what we are doing here. 12,500. That's the age of the earth, isn't it, mate? That was the last time there was a. I do love my domains, mate. I do love them. Yeah, I had loads. They all got hacked when I got hacked. You know, hackers gonna hack, and content's got a content, and drinkers have got a drink. This guy now, come on now, calm down. Calm down, everybody. Calm down, everybody. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Whoo-wee. It's Saliba. Jury and Timber. Yeah, so that YouTube channel was called Gontrepreneur. It was a spin-off of like Entrepreneur. But I'm not an entrepreneur, but I want to be an entrepreneur. But I'm not. I don't just want to be. I'm gonna be. So it was Gontrepreneur, and me and this girl, this chick that I used to know in Australia, who was an absolute genius. She was so funny. She's destined to be a multi-millionaire in her life. She was such a cool personality and so many cool ideas. And what we would do every week, we would do a show where we would come up with, one person would come up with their own business idea that hadn't been. You know what's happened there. Danzo's just won the ball out and Declan Rice has just smashed it out for a goal kick. So we're okay. So yeah, it was Gontrepreneur, right? So she would come to me with a business idea and she would present the idea and I would like pick holes in it and like almost kind of like Dragon's Den stuff. But this was like years ago, years and years and years ago. It might have even been before Dragon's Den was on TV, I think, or any of that Shark Tank stuff. And it was so much fun. So much fun. We did like 8 episodes. And they only had like 100 views each or whatever. No one saw them, whatever, because we didn't know what we didn't know about marketing then. They're still available, actually. If you go and look up Gontrepreneur, Gontrepreneur, you can find it. In fact, thinking about it now, it wasn't that long ago. Of course, Dragon's Den would have still been around, and probably Shark Tank as well. It was about 8 years ago. But anyway. Some of those ideas actually turned out to be things. They actually got made. I think someone died in one of the ideas. True story. I'll tell you about the story in the second half. Here's Eberechi Eze on the halfway line. Back to Jury and Timber. Here is Calafiori towards Trossard. Oh, well done, Jedley King blocks it out again. Trossard breaks it through. Polini, here we go. Tottenham can break here. Let's go, Richie. Get the fucking way. Get away. Oh, this is the problem, though. We're defending well. We are defending well, and Richarlison's doing okay. Here's Kudus. Look at Mohamed Kudus. Go. But every time we get the ball, we ended up. They're pressing so hard. They're pressing so much. You have to hope that we get a little bit of fitness a breather in the fitness or some shit. in the second half because they are. Whenever we get the ball, they're just on us like mosquitoes, like flies on a sticky toffee. You know what I mean? Love to see Sean on Dragon's Den pissed up talking cod shit. I could definitely sell. I could definitely sell an idea. Chance! Oh, what on Micky van der Ven? Chance! Timber with a chance on the edge of the area. Richalison gets in there, blocks him off. Ends up losing out though. Richie, you've got to be stronger than that, mate. You fall over too much, bro. Chance for Arsenal. Micky van der Ven does fucking brilliantly. Well done. Well done. Well done, Micky. Well done, Micky. Well done, Micky. Guys, by the way, can I ask you lot? Is my microphone still cutting out when I'm talking? Because I went and bought this little thing and hopefully it wasn't going to cut out. Can you tell me, is it still cutting out? Are we okay? Or do I shout too much that it cuts out all the time? Let me know. I keep moving it around. Sorry. Okay, I'll leave it where it is. I'll leave it only when... so it does cut out when I yell, does it? Let's go, Richie. Let's go, Richie. Woo-wee. Tell you what, half an hour, boys and girls. Half an hour. Big up to you, Fiona. Free speech, Fiona. I better see you on the old rabbit hole ramblings chat. Because you sound like a girl who likes a little bit of conspiratorial stuff. By the way, to all of you that are, I'm checking into the cider hotel. By the way, to everyone that has been a part of the, here we go. Danzo long throw. By the way, Danzo long throw. Oh, they've given the first chance we had a push, a shove. I think that's our first touch in the Arsenal box all game. By the way. It cuts out when I shout. Yeah, but if Tottenham score, I want it to be caught. So if I put it over there and I shout, I'd like it not to. I'd like it not to cut out. I don't know how to stop it cutting out. I've got no idea what to do about that. It's annoying. No one else seems to have any problem with their mics cutting out. No one else does. Everyone else can seem to shout all the time, and it just screeches a little bit. The Bill Purr pull away. Is that right? If I do that, if I'm shouting, should I just? Oh, I was given a yellow card here. Yellow card to Bentancur. Micky van der Ven's got one on Bentancur there. Yeah, that's a yellow card. That's definitely a yellow card, to be fair. Only his second yellow card this season, by the way. Bentancur's done nothing. To be honest, it's just been all our defensive work, hasn't it? Second chance for this bullshit fucking... Here we go. Line them up. Balloons down the back. Balloons through the knees. Then we do the suck blow competition. And then all that's going to happen is Saka's going to go for goal anyway. Same bullshit. Goes for goal anyway. Oh, what a takedown that is. Good save, by the way, from Vicario, but what a takedown that is from Jed Spence. That whole bullshit play is bullshit, by the way. It's absolutely nonsensical. Nonsensical. Arsenal come back again. No, we can't get on the ball. We're being completely out-dominated. Polini has been okay, tidying things up like he's just done there. Well done, Polini. Bentancur's been non-existent. It's exactly the same move again. Looks fucking stupid. You know what, though? I feel like Vicario can just catch that. I genuinely feel like he can just catch that. He knows what's going to happen. Am I wrong? Maybe I mean, I've never played football in my life. They've almost got as bad a long throw in as we've got. Calafiore's long throw is as bad as ours. Someone get me Coyote on the phone. Chances. Trossard flips it over the top to back post. Get there, Vic. He gets there. He gets there. He gets there. And we're just playing it out to Van der Ven, and we're going to get pressed again. And here's Udogie with absolutely no support. He's got no one around him. And we give the ball back. And now Saka's got the ball again. And we're back in the defensive mode. This is annoying. We've got to come on. We've got to get out more. We've got to get out more. We've got to be a little bit more patient. This is like a training ground routine. It's all Arsenal. It's all Arsenal, and we won't be able to hold on for 90 minutes. It's all Arsenal. By the way, I don't mind it. Like, I get it. I totally get it. I think we're structurally very well organised. I've got no problem. I'm happy with the performance in that weird way. But when we get the ball, we have to sort of have a little bit more confidence with our ability on the ball. It's not like these guys are like. Are we literally saying that Jurriën Timber is like, you can't play against him? I mean, what are we doing here? He's a good player. He's not Jurriën Timber is not a world-class right back. He isn't. I'm sorry. Hincapie isn't a world-class centre-back who can play left back. Right? I don't know what we're doing here. Like we are giving the ball back because we're scared. We are playing scared football. I'm not angry, but I'm just like calling it out here a little bit. Like, it's one thing to defend well and be organized, but at some point when you do get the ball, you have to try to like get the ball to the feet and keep hold of it. And I guess this is where chance. And 1-0 up. Arsenal 1-0 up. It was coming. But that's fucking shit, by the way. Fucking rubbish, that is. Well, I don't know you can't expect much more if you just give the ball back every time you win it. Every single time you get the ball, you just hand it back within seconds. Like we're defending. We win the ball. So Saka gives it to, who's that? Zubamendi? Oh, no, Marino, sorry. He's onside because he's played onside by Udogie. Yeah, it's just dog shit. 1-0. Danzo caught napping, but I don't blame the defense on that one. I'm just sorry. This is like we're playing not to lose again. 100%, Robin. We're playing not to lose again. Playing not to lose. It's fine. I get it. I do get it, but you can't hold on to this for 90 minutes. But it's like they have the ball for 3 minutes. We get it back. And then we don't even have the possession. We just hand it over it's in no man's land for 2 seconds. And then they get it again. Like, we can't keep hold of the ball. We can't keep hold of the fucking ball at all. Not any of them. And it's madness. It's madness. If you win the ball, just calm the fuck down. Look, they're coming at us again now. But being whipped in, mistake. From Calafiori. Yeah. I mean, it's just not. Look, watch. Van der Ven just pumps it long. We're just pumping it long. To who? To Vicario. His hands are all over him, by the way. And now we're just giving it back. We're just giving it back. So we win the ball back, and Vicario just decides to pump it long to nobody, to Richalison. And then it's going to come back on us. And it's going to be another 2 minutes, and they either score or they'll get close, or we'll win the ball back. And if we win it back, we're just going to hand it back to them. It's a training ground routine. This is a training ground routine. Like possession, it must be like 80% possession. At half time, I would be surprised if this is not the record amount of possession for any team in Premier League history in one half of football. Because even when we have possession, we don't have possession. It's all them. It's literally all them. Right, so Kudus has got the ball. Okay, he's won a free kick. Well done, Kudus. Yeah. It's just, it's like, there's nothing wrong with the formation, by the way. I don't want people to throw the baby out with the bathwater here. The formation is fine. It's not a defensive formation. It's the way we're playing it is defensively. When we win the ball back, there's absolutely zero confidence. There's zero confidence in any. Are we giving them? We just fouled Saka, have we? Every time Saka gets hit, we give them back the ball because Michael Oliver just does what Michael Oliver does. Udogie was playing him onside. It's a good finish by Trossard, by the way. Very good finish. But look, we're not pressing them up here. We're trying to press, but we're miles away. Yeah, it's too defensive. Far too defensive. Set up not to lose.com. I'd like to see Berghvall on the pitch, please. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Chance again. Here's Eze. Chance. Chance. Oh, it's 2-0. Game over. Fuck off, Eze, as well, by the way. Go fuck yourself. You fucking arsehole. It's too easy. We're set up in a way like it's not the formation that's the problem. It's if you're going to do a back three, I get it against Arsenal to a degree, but if you're going to do a back three and then also employ Polina and Bentancur and then do that whole thing, there's no chance to ever get the ball out. There's no chance to do anything. You might as well have done a back four because we're playing exactly the same way as we do when we play with a back four. It's just everyone is defensive. You're setting up not to lose. You don't have to set up not to lose with a back three. It's not the way you have to do it. Bentancur's been absolutely horrendous. Bentancur has missed every challenge. I haven't seen Bentancur do anything. He's awful. Odegaard, no chance. Vicario, yeah, whatever. 2-0, game over. Anyone got Poch's number? I said this on Spurs 5 the other day, mate. I feel like Tottenham fans won't tolerate setting up not to lose for a season. You know, they won't tolerate it. It's not the formation that's fucking us. Maybe the team selection didn't have to be this so one-dimensional. But like, there's absolutely no effort to get forward. No effort at all. The only thing I will say is that from 2-0, it's either going to be 2-1 or it's either going to be 2-2 or it's going to be 4-0. So at least we're going to see a bit more of an open game now. At least the second half is going to be a little bit more interesting. I always see Cochrane just making notes. Is he literally just sitting there just like writing down whatever it is that Thomas Frank says? If so, just get a fucking just get like a dictaphone, bro. Get a dictaphone. Here we go. Do something, Bentancur. Do something, Bentancur. Come on now. It's poor. It's poor. Super poor. It's too easy. I mean, Declan, what was that, by the way? They're saying the second goal should have been called offside for a block, but of course it was looked at and dismissed. We never get any of those sorts of things, do we? Ever. We're chasing shadows, yeah. 5-0 incoming, yeah, possibly. 4 or 5-0, says Axel. Yeah. I'm not saying Richie's to blame at all. I'm saying that all those battles there, Udogie just shrugged off. Udogie just shrugged off them by Julian Timber. There's no fight. No shots. Kent, it's not about shots, mate. I just want to see the ball in the Arsenal area. We haven't got the ball in the Arsenal area yet. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing performance. And it isn't the system. Right? People make out like, and this the way it's. Here we go. Let's go, Udogie. We're going to start playing now, are we? No, of course we're not. Jesus Christ, what a tackle that is by Polinia, by the way. Fair play, pal. Fair play, Polinia. We actually have to it's weird because now we're 2-0 down. Now we can play a little bit. I said this to Perchy in the pre-game. Like if you're going to go down, Tottenham, I'd rather Tottenham go down early because it wakes us up. It wakes us up all the time. What's going on here? Michael Oliver's getting told off or being about to tell someone off. Jury and Timber and Udogie have a little bit of a scrap here. Yeah, Jury and Timber just blocks. Fuck off, Arteta, you little prick. Oh, they're showing that replay. They don't show the bit before. Jury and Timber literally blocks Udogie. We get the free kick. Udogie then does a little bit of a bodying back, and Arteta starts screaming like a little pansy. He's such a little bitch. Honestly, he's the sort of geezer that would snitch on you. He'd be the geezer that puts the apple on the fucking teacher's desk at school, wouldn't he? And then tell on you when you flick it into the bin because you think everyone's a donut who puts an apple on the teacher's desk. What an absolute bozo. By the way, also, Vicario taking, I said to you before, goalkeepers taking free kicks from the halfway line with Vicario specifically, it's a massive risk. And guess what? It was a massive fucking risk. Massive fucking risk. Because it almost cost us. Yeah. Half time almost. We haven't had a shot. We have barely had a touch in their box. I don't think we've had anything at all. Vicario just bangs it long. Hang on, Michael Oliver? What are we doing here? Michael fucking Oliver? Vicario's just been, Richalison's just been like lambasted. He's been almost pillaged there. What's going to happen second half? This is why I haven't changed the scoreline. My bad. Awful. This is pathetic. Yeah. Oh, dear. I've not been impressed with Michael Oliver. He's protected Saka like you wouldn't believe. Every time Saka's fallen over, he's given him a free kick. But Tottenham have been just absolutely abject. Absolutely abject. But, you know, when you do play the back three, you don't necessarily... especially if you're going to do Romero in the middle, this is what I said to you guys pre-game. I thought we would have Danzo in the middle and then let Romero come out a little bit by playing on the right-hand side. There you go. 2-0 at half-time. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's horrendous. But I don't want... People are going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They are 100%. They're going to say that the back three didn't work, so let's never try it again. And that's such an idiotic way to think about this. We've just been absolutely horrendous. And we've been set up in a way not to lose once again. And I get it to a degree against Arsenal. I get it. I'm not going to go as mad as I did in the Man United game. Or at least I won't at the moment. If it ends up being 4 or 5-0 and nothing changes, then all bets are off because content's got a content. And you know what, opinions have got to opine. But at the same time, guys, it's an absolute. It's shambolic. It really is shambolic. I haven't done any super chats at all. I need to get through the super chats. I'm so sorry. This is going back 2 hours. Roy, I'm so sorry, mate. Roy, have a great show. He says, "Come on, you Spurs, N17 for life with a badge. Appreciate you, mate. I'm sorry. I hope you're still watching. If you are, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't get a chance to do this one earlier. I do apologize, buddy. Thank you very much for the for your loyalty as well. 7 months, man. 7 months. I appreciate you very much. Adam Hall, big up to you, Adam. Choo choo. Come on, my Heisenbear. Yeah, it's not been. It's more like Camembert today. He hasn't. I don't think he's touched the ball. None of them have. Kudus has tried. Kudus has tried to be involved. Odegaard, I haven't seen him do anything. The one chance he had to drive at players, he ran it straight into Declan Rice. So yeah, not great from Odegaard, but then not great from anybody with the ball. Not great from anybody. It all starts with the system, and it all starts with the way that you approach the system as well. And for me, I think it's an absolute. I think it's been set up wrong. Like the system's fine, but like you can't just hand the ball back every 2 seconds. I'm gonna get SofaScore up now in a second. I'm gonna get it up right now. Actually, fuck this. Let me. I'm just gonna briefly touch on this. Right, and let me share it in the right way. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, so we're 2-0 down. If it's not, I haven't seen it yet. I'm about to see it right now. If it's not more than 70% to Arsenal, I will be absolutely astonished. 68. We've had the ball 32% of the time. No chance. 0.00 XG. The lowest I've ever seen in one half of football. I do not believe that for a second. That for every second that we've had the ball, they've had the ball for 2 seconds. Bullshit. That is absolute nonsense. There's no chance. 2 big chances to 0, obviously. 8-0, obviously. 2 saves. 1 corner, whatever. Passes, whatever. Let's have a look at more detail. Shall we? 4 shots on target. We've saved 2, and 2 went in. Shots inside the box for a back 3. To have a back 3 and to concede 6 shots inside the box in 45 minutes is madness. We haven't had the ball up here 14% of the time. If we have, it's literally been goal kicks that have literally come up and then been returned. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no chance that we have had the ball in our possession 32% of the time. Don't believe that for a second. I don't believe it for a second. Accurate passes. We've only had 90 accurate passes. Passes into the final third. 4 out of 22. 18% conversion rate. This problem. It's not the system. This is what I'm saying. Look at these details. It's not the system. That is not a system problem. That is an effort problem. That is a continuity problem. That is a synchronicity problem. Defending. They've smashed us in every facet. 16 clearances in one half of football. Clearances. We've recovered the ball 22 times, and 16 of them we've banged it long and given it back. They've recovered it 22 times, and they've only banged it long 6 times, or got rid of it somehow. That right there. That's those 2. Right? Let me see if I can. That, if you can see it on the screen, is a fucking problem. It's a problem. Anyway, let me get back to the super chats, guys. I'll come back to that stuff in a second. Let me come back to the super chats. Big up to you, Adam, man. I appreciate you, man. You're an absolute legend, buddy. You're always here, always supporting, and I really appreciate you. Roy Viking says, you don't need to worry much about me getting hooked. I'm way too much of a control freak to let anything take over me. But thanks for the concern. Yeah, with your oxycodone. Good man, man. I've just seen a lot of people that fall foul to that thing. Those painkillers are fucked, man. But Roy, I hope you get better soon, bro. Matt Cox, also a member for 3 months, says Sean's had the same shirt on since Thursday. Oh, he did this one already. It's not the same shirt. It's the same style of shirt, but it just looks looks the same. Big Country Chris 4444. Big up to you, Chris. He says gum chewer has no idea. Very, very poor. There's a couple of gum chewers out there, mate. Are we talking about? I guess we're talking about our boy, right? Old Frankie, Tommy the Frank. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Not good. Not good at all. I wasn't expecting a lot, but I expect effort. I expect more than... it feels like, once again, the organisation, the time on the training ground, the belief, the patterns of play, everything has been, how do you defend this in this scenario, this setup? And then once you've done it, smash the ball away. Or like, we're not clear. Like, we spend all of our time focusing on that. I just think that it is a defensively minded training system, right? We just don't lose. Get 5 behind the ball. Let's rinse and repeat it. Like, Saka's going to do this. So we'll get someone and go a couple of step overs, whip the ball in, because this is going to happen 100 times. Timber is going to whip the ball in 100 times. Declan Rice is going to get in this position. He's going to put the ball over the top. What do we do in this scenario? What do we do in that scenario? What do we do in that scenario? What do we do in this wild scenario? At no point does it look like anyone has gone, hang about, what about when we win the ball back? Then what do we do? Because to me, it just looks like we just bang the fucking ball. And by the way, Eze's goal should have been ruled out 100%. The fact that it wasn't even looked at. There's 2 Arsenal players that are blocking so Eze's goal, I'm looking at it right now. Eze's goal, you've got Trossard in front and you've got whoever number 36 is. I don't know who that is. Yeah, that should have been reviewed 100%. I'm looking at it right now. But listen, I don't even care. I don't even care. Because right now I'm just sitting there thinking, yeah, XG 0. XG 0, Tommy. Tony. Is that your name? Tony? Good name. Have we had a shot? We haven't even touched the ball, mate. Yeah, mate. As I said to you guys, I said to you before the game, I'd rather us go down 1-0 early or 2-0 early, because at least then we'll see a better game of football. We will try in the second half. We will have more possession in the second half, 100%. Arsenal now will sit back a little bit. We will have more possession, and then hopefully we go 2-1 up in the 60th minute. Right? I said this to you before the game. I said this all week. I said we are not like, if it's 0-0 until the 80th minute, we're going to lose 1-0. You'd rather concede early because Tottenham do better when they're down. Like we do. I'm not saying we will today because Arsenal are a very good team. Very good team. We're giving them far too much fucking respect, by the way. Like, we can't win a duel. I'd love to... I'm going to see it in a minute. I'm going to take a look in a second. Where are we up to? Oh, there's so many comments coming. Jesus Christ, I've missed all these comments. Let me catch up with the comments quickly. A couple more super chats. Where'd the comments coming? Where did I get to? The biggest problem, says Josh. Oh, no, wait. I've got one before that. No, wait. There's before that. Soulboy Spurs. Big up to you, Soulboy. Thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Says, why does this fan base keep protecting these players? I'm not protecting the players. I think the players have been... look, I think the back line has done what the back line needs to do. But no, it looks to me like there is absolutely no time being spent on the training ground saying, when you win the ball back, which you will, what do you do with it and how do you work? It's a setupnottolose.com. I've said this for months, right? I see it on Twitter all the time. I'm not trying to be egotistical. I've been called out for my ego, apparently, from DB. Guys, I don't give a flying fuck about my opinion or whether it's relevant or not. Like, I'm actually thinking about moving away from Tottenham stuff and focusing more on my political stuff because I love that shit. So, like, I don't care whether you agree with me or not. I don't have an ego. But for what it's worth, like the setupnottolose.com thing that I start seeing everywhere on Twitter, I've been saying that for the last 2 months to you guys. Like, we are setting up nottolose.com. It's boring as fuck, and it's Brentford settings. It's Brentford settings. It is Brentford fucking settings. I'm not saying that we can necessarily expect to win.com, but at least try to play progressive football. Try to do something. A back three used correctly does not have to appear like it's a defensive formation. It doesn't have to be that way. But the way that we're doing it, when you have Polinia and Bentancur that are not allowed, they just. I showed you this on FootMob, right? I literally showed you this shit on FootMob earlier on. Did I not? Did I not? Well, those of you that were watching, right, at 3:30, did I not show this sort of stuff to you? And was saying that we're going to be. You change this around. Mwani out, and who was it? Who's in there? Bentancur. And was I not saying it was going to be things like this? It was going to be this with the ball. Oh, sorry, this without the ball, right? Change him for Bentancur. Where's Bentancur? I said to you guys it was going to be like this. And then who are these people supposed to be? These people were supposed to be Kudus and Odebear, right? Before the game, I said to you that at best it's going to be something like that. Right? It's going to be like that. When we don't have the ball and when we're in transition. What it's turned out to be is this. I don't even know where Odebear is today, by the way. I don't know what he's doing or where he is. But what the fuck are you supposed to do? We get the ball and we move. He's not him, is it? It's Jed Spence, isn't it? Sorry, my bad. Honestly, the system could work if it did against PSG. But you know what you need to do? I'm sorry, as much as I love Odebear, I love him to pieces, he ain't doing anything. He's been completely irrelevant. He's been absolutely irrelevant. So for me, right now, what do I do? I go, right, first and foremost, Danzo goes into the middle, right? Romero goes on the right-hand side. That's a foregone conclusion, so that Danzo can be the tidy up and Romero has a little bit more opportunity to play. Polinia or Bentancur. For me, Bentancur comes off immediately, and you bring on either Pape Sarr or you bring on Berghvall. If Berghvall is fit, I bring on Berghvall. Okay, you have to do that. I also need to see Xavi Simons. Where am I? Where's Xavi Simons? Where's Xavi? There you are. You can come on, and then this fucker can come off as well. He's absolutely dog shit. Sorry. If you're good enough, Randall Colomani, you two just become long ball guys. And you know what? You play like that. Okay? You play like that. And you throw. Oh, why have you just changed? You throw caution to the wind. You have to throw some caution to the wind. Where's my man? Who did I just bring on? Berghvall. Where have you gone? Okay? You have to throw more caution to the wind. I also would argue that, by the way, at this point, as much as I think that Jed Spence has been okay defensively, positionally, at this point, we need someone that can launch balls with accuracy. That's how I want to see this game get to very, very, very fucking quickly. Okay, I need to see the game. Tottenham get to there very quickly. I don't care if we lose 4-0. I need to see a better second half. I need to see him because this man can launch balls into the feet of these two or into the chest or into the head. I need to see Xavi Simons who can work better than Odebear has. Odebear's been terrible centrally. Absolutely terrible. And Bentancur's been dog shit. Udogie, Van der Ven, Danso, there's no point in changing that. If you want to go to a back four, fine. If you want to do something different, fine. Then Danso can come off if that's what they want to do. If you want to go back to a back four, then cool, do that. Right? Change Danso, bring on Berghvall and bring on Pape Sarr. Do something like this then. Okay? And then you could just go a flat three like that. Okay? You got to do something different. Who's on? Xavi's on. I've just seen Xavi's hair's out. Xavi's hair's out. I'll come back and discuss this in a minute. I've got to do some more super chats, guys. I'll go for a wee first as well, though. Sorry, everybody. I'll go for a wee. But Can you bring me up a cider, please? Bring me up a cider. Ah, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. 45 seconds in. Oh my God. I haven't had a chance to do the super chats. I don't even know what's happened. For fuck's sake. What has happened there? So Xavi got pass. Oh, it's gaps. Gaps fucking everywhere. It's too easy. It's embarrassing. What a finish for Eze. Jed Spence nowhere near anything. 3-0. For fuck's sake. Ah! Anyway. We're going to start playing now, are we? Right, guys. Let me have a look. Sniffer, NUFC. Pick up to you, Sniffer. The Danish Steve Bruce. Questions have to be asked, mate. Questions have to be asked. I wasn't expecting much, but I expect more than that. I expect more than this. Big up to you, Sniffer. Thank you, my man. Josh Caress says the biggest problem is a theme of a lack of bravery in bigger games is starting to materialise. I can accept losing, but not the total lack of bravery. 100%, Josh. 100%, my man. I feel the same. It's just like Chelsea all over again, but it's like, it's, you know, away from home and we haven't done anything. We haven't got a shot on target. We have zero. We are literally probably going to have 0.00 XG. And I'm sorry, but I think might be worse. Might be worse here. There's no hiding away from it. It's a North London derby. They say form goes out of the window, right? They say, like, you know, this, like, you try. We don't look like we're trying. The only thing we're trying is not to lose. We are trying not to lose, and we have failed miserably. We are not trying anything. I remember back in the 90s. Going to Tottenham Arsenal North London games when we had Stuart Nethercott, we had Justin Edinburgh, we had Jason Dozy Dazelle. I remember who we were playing against, and I remember still coming away from games 1-0 to the Arsenal. I remember games we lost 3-1, but we tried. Right? We were combative, competitive. This is not. The golf is not reasonable. The effort is entirely unacceptable. Entirely unacceptable. I'm sorry. This is not down to like a lack of players that can do anything. Other teams play better against Arsenal than we do, than we have. They've created more. They've tried more. They've done more. They've given a shit more, and they don't have the same caliber of players that we do. They don't. So yeah, there's a diagnosis that's going to come, and people aren't going to like it, and there will be some baby bath water conversations. We are playing one version of football, and it only works if you don't lose, and we are not anywhere close to that conversation tonight. So Yeah, there's gonna be some diagnoses for sure. Embarrassing. Thank you for the super chat, Josh. Luca, big up to you. Says new member, big up to you, Luca. Here's Declan Rice again. Chance for 4. Is Trossard's through? Trossard's through, puts it across the back post. Oh, Romero gets a nick on it. Thank God. Thank God. Witt's back in. Romero again removes. Chance, shot from distance. And Romero once again. You're the only man who's giving a shit. How is Romero, in that scenario, the player that is responsible for blocking all 3 situations, by the way? How is Romero the guy who's responsible for putting a head that blocks Trossard's cross, then getting the rebound, and then getting the slide tackle? How is that all on Romero? How is that all on Romero? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Big up to you, Luca, for the for the membership. Appreciate you. Bourbon Buzzer, big up to you. We need a plan B. I think you must have put that in before the second half started. Plan B's out the fucking window. Let's get back to the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying. There's a lot of people in the chat. Big up to you. Listen, at this stage, we're 3-0 down. If you know what happens now. Like, this is again where you judge the character of the manager. This is a sort of like a sliding doors moment. You're 3-0 down. Are you going to go into protection mode? I don't know how you can possibly go into any more of a protection mode than you're already in, because your fucking plan A failed miserably. By the way, it failed miserably, and I'm not having it that the formation is to blame. Formation is not the problem. People mistake back threes as defensive. It's only defensive if you don't spend any time worrying about an offensive plan. It's by design. I have been saying this to you guys for months. For months. I don't have any affiliation with Thomas Frank. I'm not one of these content creators who was like so anti Ange Postecoglou that Thomas Frank was the new fucking Jesus Christ, and then any criticism of Jesus Christ or Thomas Frank is irrational. Sorry, no. I'll treat since Daniel Levy's left, I'm free. I'm a free bird. I'm a free bird with no affiliations to the owner, to the manager, to the players, nothing. I'm going to call it as I see it. There's no agendas here. There is absolutely zero agendas right here. You will hear my opinion, and my opinion is not based on any agenda. And this is fucking shit. It's shit. Almost 4-0, by the way. Almost 4-0. Free header. 2 Arsenal players set up. Free kick comes in. It's just over the top of his head. Here's Eze. Trying to be clever again. Bentancur, why you're still on the pitch, I've got no idea. Here's Mohamed Kudus. Looks wide to Odebear. Odebear, first chance to take a man on in the entire game. Let's go, Odebear. He's got 4 men around him. 4 men around him, and he's somehow manages to come out with a free kick. Fair play to Wilson. My Heisenberg. Fair play. 4 players around him. No support. No support. Why? Because 8 of the fucking team are still fucking defending. Sorry. This is bollocks. It's bollocks. Frank is done, mate. On to the next. I'm not calling for his sacking, but I'm calling serious question marks here. There's serious question marks. Giant fucking question marks. Giant question marks. He needs to realise the team he's managing, the team he's in charge of, it's not Brentford. It's not Brentford. Our fan base expect effort. Our fan base expect to have a go against Arsenal. Have a go. Fall on your sword if you have to, but have a fucking go. He's not having a go. He set this team up today as defensive as it possibly could. You got to have a go. You got to try something. Let's go, Richie. Let's go, Richie. Ah! is! What a goal that is, by the way! Micky! Holy shit! Top bins from 30 yards! Who's tackled that? Who was that tackle? Was that Polinia? Polinia again. Polinia again. What a finish. What a finish that is. What a finish that is by Richalison. Oh my God. What that's as good as you get. All right, we got a second half now. Let's go. Let's go. Get on that, Udogie. Oh, unlucky. Fair fucking play to Richie for an absolutely pinpoint. That's a pinpoint finish, by the way. Like an inch lower, or like a half a, I don't know, whatever the power metric is on the hit. A half a kick less, and it's saved. Half a kick too much, over the bar. Inch perfect. And what a tackle that was from Polinia. And why Polinia was so advanced? Well, he wouldn't have been if it was 0-0. He wouldn't have been if it was 0-0. Here's Arsenal again. Let's go. Here's Van der Ven. See, Van der Ven, you win the ball, Van der Ven, and you just immediately look to fucking just lump it long. He's had a bad game. Van der Ven's had a shit game. Like, these guys, they've all had terrible games when it comes to the ball. We're back. We're in it, though. We're still in the game. Get a second, and Butler's in the mud. Did I have a bet on Richarlison? Did I have a bet on Richarlison? I didn't, did I? No, I think I said he was the only person that we could immediately ignore. Let's go, Richie. Let's go, Polinia. What? Okay, question mark, right? Question mark. Why is Polinia playing 20 yards further forward than Bentancur? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Can anyone explain to me why it is that Polinia is over the halfway line, which I'm glad to see, by the way, but Bentancur is 20 yards further back? Isn't Bentancur supposed to be the box-to-box? Isn't Bentancur supposed to be the 8? Polinia is supposed to be the DM who can't pass, right? Isn't that historically over 10 years of footballing evidence? Because he scored more than Bentancur. Yeah, but like, that's cyclical thinking. One of them goes more advanced, he's going to score more. I don't understand it. Can't understand it. It's also it's such karma for me when I went, yeah, no, I'll have a fiver on Bentancur to score a goal, and Van der Ven and Romero, and none of those guys have broken past the halfway line. But Richarlison's the guy that I wrote off as no chance, and he's the guy who scores. So typical, typical Sean Karma. Get that one, Jedley King. Well done, Jedley. Well done, Jedley. We're still in the game, guys. Somehow, by hook or by crook, we're still in this game. If we get another goal here, it's game fucking on. Game on. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. Smash the granny out of the thumb button. I'm on my third cider now, so it's starting to kick in. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit. Wee woo! Wee woo! Oh, God. Pressure on Vicario. He's got away with it, and Tottenham can break. Here's Destiny Udogie looking forward. Tottenham have got 5 men forward against 6. We've got a chance here. Here's Odeberg across the ball in. It's the centre circle. It's to the penalty spot. Tottenham have got a chance again. Let's go, Xavi. Xavi, new hairstyle. New man. Maybe. 3 men around him. He's jinked it through. Corner kick to Tottenham. Fuck you, ref! That's a corner kick. Maybe it wasn't, but maybe it wasn't. We're still in the game somehow. Still in the game. I can't stand Arteta. It's amazing though. It's amazing how combative we are now, right? All of a sudden we're like, we win the possession and we're actually trying to do things. So I said before the game, like, you know, drives them up the wall. Like we're not as scared of them at 2-0 down or 3-1 down as we are at 0-0. Like Jed Spencer just won a fucking tackle, a brilliant tackle, right? And now look, we're playing the ball forward, we're moving it forward. We're 3-1 down. Kudus getting the ball, driving with 3 men around him. Go on, Kudus, keep going, son. Oh, he's done really well. Done really well. Kudus did really well there, right? But we're suddenly not as scared of them because we're down 3-1. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Bring on Berghvall. Yeah, I want to see Berghvall come on. I think Berghvall could influence this game. I've got to be honest. Fantastic goal from the guy I would least expect it from. Like, I'll hold my hands up. I would never have expected. No, we're suddenly combative. We're suddenly combative, right? Michael Oliver's giving everything to Arsenal like the little fucking arsehole that he is. But careful with the blood pressure. Fine, mate, I'm fine. I've got another cider. This is what we do on this channel, by the way. We drink. You don't have to, but I do. I don't have to, but I'd like to. Half an hour to go, right? We're still in this game. We get the next goal. And we're fine. We go this one down. Arteta's still doing his weird little fucking back post bullshit. Oh, you got to catch that. You've got to catch that, mate. Jesus Christ. Vicario doesn't catch anything, does he? Couldn't catch a fucking cold, that geezer. Couldn't catch a cold. Yeah, I don't rate Bent and Core, mate. I don't rate him. Who we got coming on? Kolo Muani's coming on. Muani's coming on without a... Oh, he is. He has got a mask. He hasn't put it on yet. Jesus. Yeah. Sorry, but Vicario for me is like... He's fucking scared. He's scared. He's a liability sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. With his... nice turn from Polinia. Looks forward to Richalison. Tottenham can break here. Finds it towards Xavi. Xavi looks left towards... Slows the ball down, unfortunately, towards Udogie. Udogie goes to Odebear. Come on, Odebear. Finds Xavi. Xavi puts the ball in. It's a shot from distance. There's no one there. That's all right. Shot on goal. Probably 0.01. I'd love to see what our XG is right now, because as far as I'm aware, the only XG we've created is either that Xavi shot or the one that came from 40 yards. What are we doing here? Is it updated? Is it updated in real time? Let's have a look. Yeah, our XG is 0.03. It was 0.02, Will. It's now 0.03. I mean, what are we doing here? So 50 times out of 2 times out of 100 that Richarlison goal's going in, which gives you some credit for him. Fair play to him. Show it slowly but surely. 0.01 XG at a time. I mean, look, Arsenal will just go into defensive mode. I said to you at half time, it's going to like Tottenham are going to have the possession in the second half. So what can they do with it? But then 45 seconds in, you can see the goal because you're asleep. Odebear's had a stinker, by the way. Odebear hasn't done anything. Yeah, Odebear's off. I hope he's okay. I hope and Bensicle's off. Good. The two obvious stinkers replaced. Sarr's on. I would have preferred to have seen Berghvall, but I'm okay with it. No, listen, Daniel, Odebear's been very good recently, very good, but today the game hasn't been set up correctly for him in any way, shape, or form. Chance for Arsenal. Well done, Udogie. Well done, Destiny Udogie. And he's turning and he's going. Let's go now, Spurs. Don't slow it down. Speed it up. Don't let them get back set. You're letting them get set up. For fuck's sake. Throw some caution to the wind here. Ugh. We're looking. Why are we going long to Richalison? He's just not in that. Oh, fuck off, ref! What are you doing, Oliver? You absolute mug. No one touched him. You're blowing your whistle every chance you get, you little Geordie fucking fake fucking referee prick. Fuck off, mate. Fuck you. That's such a bullshit call. Absolute nonsense. Here you go. Really unimpressed with Michael Oliver. Really unimpressed with Michael Oliver. Got to be honest. Let's go, Palinia. Been very good today. As good as you can. Nice from Xavi. Finds Richarlison. But comes in, back post, no one there. No one's too over hit. All in these one chance. One chance, right? And then we're back in the game. 3-2. If we score in the next 8, 9, 10 minutes, then we get 10 minutes plus injury time. There's a slight chance we could get something out of this game. If we concede again, it's game over. I don't know. Don't need to tell you that. Oliver's the worst, says Trilly Talks, mate. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Smash the subscribe, guys. If you are watching this, there's 300 people here or whatever. Smash the subscribe. Appreciate you. Oh, they're going to blow a whistle. Oh, you're going to blow the fuck, Mick. Oh, mate. Mate, Oliver is a fucking of the highest order. He's given a yellow card. Who have you given the yellow card to? Oh, he's given a yellow card. He didn't even see the elbow. He's given it after the fact. Who's the yellow card for? He said, get off the pitch. Yeah, get off the pitch, you little prick. Get off the pitch, Michael Camarino! He's given a yellow card to Romero. What did Romero do? So Romero's now up. He's banned now. Romero's out for the game against Fulham, is he? Marino's fine. Let's just go. Oh, go on. Oh. Oh, I'll tell you what, Kolo Muani had a little chance there. They had half a chance. Why did Romero get the yellow? What did Romero do? The VA grass, yeah? Fucking outrageous, this is. Chance for Arsenal. Good shot, good save from Vicario. Corner kick of Saka again. Saka again. Romero's yellow card was for dissent. I can subscribe to that. Because I'd be on there dissenting. I'd have been sent off twice if I'm honest. I would have had 4 yellow cards. Come on, come on, Tottenham. Come on, Tottenham. We're still doing this fucking shitty little thing, are we? Everything to the back post, yeah? Come on now, Tottenham. We need one more goal. One goal, and then we've got something. We can go for it. 3-3. 3-3. We're trying to draw them out. Vicario's then giving them the urge to get forward, but he's the one who put us in the block in the first place. And guess who's got the ball back? Arsenal. Trossard wins the ball very well. Goes down the line towards Declan Rice. Xavi misses the ball. Get out of the way, ref. Corner kick. Thank God Sava isn't on Spurs 5. The bloke spins himself in webs defending Frank. It's a joke. Is it? Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I listen, like I say, I think there's a lot of people in the content space that have embedded themselves in opinions. And it's much easier to just sort of not attach yourself to any particular take. Much easier just to sit there and say, oh, chance for Arsenal. Oh, Vicario's got away with one there. Got away one. He came lagging and missing. And he's just lobbed the ball out. And he's giving it straight fucking back to Arsenal. For fuck's sake, mate. For fuck's sake. You're just giving it back. Win that, Romero. Who's in the middle? Xavi, nowhere to be seen. Fucking hell. Polinia is the only one that's been on good form today for me. Go on, Xavi. Show us what you got. Lovely. Finds Kudus. Kudus on the right-hand side. Chance now. Whips it in. Terrible whip. Raya picks the ball up. Stays 3-1. Yeah, there we go. He's giving the ball back. It's Jed Spence. Jedley King. Whips the ball in. Dog shit. Dog shit whip. Terrible whip there. Oh, Michael was having a go at Saliba and Richarlison. Really poor. Romero's pissed off, and rightly so. Why aren't we getting run towards the ball? There's no one there. We've got a throw in, and there's no one within 15 meters of him. So we have to go back to donut Vicario with the ball at his feet. He's going to hand it to Pape Sarr. And now we're going back to Vicario for take two. Take two. And we're going to pump it long. We're going to pump it long. And it goes nowhere because we're going to get beaten. Richalison gets beaten. And now Arsenal get the ball. And now we're up against it again. Here's Trossard. Whips it inside. Eberechi has a 4-1 for fuck's sake. That all started with that bollocks. That all starts with that bullshit from the back. That all starts with Vicario and the nonsense. The nonsense. The nonsense of our fucking long ball setup. It's horrendous. That all started with bullshit. That all started with bullshit. Sorry, that is a setup. That is by design bullshit. If you can't see it, I don't know what you're looking at. Okay? We have won the ball, we've given it back. We won the ball. We gave it back. Absolutely atrocious. Atrocious setup because we hand the ball back to Vicario, who is terrible with the ball at his feet, and it's by design. You win it, you give it, and then you throw it up there, and you hope that Richalison is going to win some sort of fucking heading game against one of the best headers in the game in Saliba, and then you lose the possession, and then you win it back, and then you give it back to Vicario, and you do it again. And you do it again. And again. And again. And again. How many times today has that been the story? How many times today has that been the story? Vicario is shit with the ball at his feet. Richarlison, I don't know what he's good at. I don't know what he's good at. Yes, he scored a worldie, by the way. Yes, he did. But again, he's got a little bit of that worldie in him, like once in 100. One in every 15 games, he scores an overhead kick. It's fucking shit. It's shit, and it's by design. I used to think Cochrane was supposed to be some like tactical genius. All I see him now is when he's just a note taker. He just takes down notes. He's just a T-boy. He's a gopher. Cochrane is a fucking gopher for Thomas Frank, right? This guy is supposed to be the England coach or whatever. He just sits there. When Thomas Frank is talking, he just sits there and writes down notes. I was told Cochrane was supposed to be some fucking genius. He's just writing down what the geezer behind him is saying. And the geezer behind him is saying, let's do more again. And you know what? We were about to be 5-1 down. And Eze was about to have a hat-trick. Eze, the geezer that fucked us over in the summer to go and play for that scum. He was about to have a third, if it wasn't for a worldie from Vicario. And why was it a worldie? Because Vicario has no time to think. When he has no time to think, he's a world-class goalkeeper. This is horrendous. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. I'm sorry. This isn't the let's not mix my. I'm not gonna mix my words. This isn't the formation. It's not the formation that's at fault here. It's the way it's being implemented. It's the time on the training ground that is being spent defending versus what do you do when you have the ball versus what do you do when you don't have it. We have no fucking clue what to do when we have the ball because we don't spend any time practicing it. Look, here's Xavi. Runs with the ball, runs forward. And he has a pop from 35 fucking yards because we have no idea. There is absolutely no time spent on the training ground with transitional football on the ball. Convince me I'm wrong. Convince me I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Every time we get the ball, it looks like we are making it up as we go along. And when we don't have the ball, it's fucking embarrassing. If it wasn't for Polinia's unbelievable tackle, by the way, a 6 that's being played in a more advanced position than an 8 in Bentancur, which in and of itself is questionable, incredibly questionable. And then it falls to Richarlison, who he scores a 1 in 50 goal, right? Literally a 1 in 50 goal, judging by the XG on it. We'd be 4-5-0 down. Unacceptable setup, unacceptable effort, unacceptable time spent on the training ground figuring out things of what you can do rather than what you stop other teams doing to you. Let me change the score counter. I forgot. Foxy, it's not just about the way that we play, mate. It's about how we play when we have the ball. We have players that are decent with the ball. Porro's come on the pitch now, right? Whips the ball in. Okay. Bad example, but too much of our setup is to end up going against big teams, is to end up going back to Vicario, who's like awful with the ball at his feet. Awful. Absolutely shocking. Once again, just now, giving the ball away. And what are we now we're going to get pinned 5. I almost encourage it because you know what? We deserve to be absolutely put to the sword today. We deserve to get absolutely smashed out of our, like 4-1, 3-1 flattered us. Scoring a goal flattered us, by the way. Scoring a goal flattered us. People will hark on to the fact we scored a goal. It's flattered us. It's poor. It's the approach to football that I have a massive problem with this manager. He is not in any way, shape, or form treating Tottenham with the respect that Tottenham fans require. It's a fucking North London derby. You'd fall on your sword in these games. You go down swinging, right? You got to be Tyson Fury against the geezer with the left hook, whose name I forget. The black geezer who's like got that left hook, and Tyson Fury gets knocked out, but he gets up and he swings and he manages to like that. This is a North London derby. Who gives a fuck about anything other than the battle? The war can wait. The war will wait. This is the derby. This is the battle. You have to fight. You fight in these games, and we haven't put up a fight. We haven't put up a fight. This isn't fight worthy. This is embarrassing. Wilder. Deontay Wilder. You know, you go to war against Arsenal. You go to war. You don't. If you get knocked out, fine. Just as long as you can sit there and go, at least I got a few smacks in. At least I went for it. You can't. Sorry. It's these sorts of efforts. It's this that makes the Tottenham fan base go, you ain't Tottenham, bro. Because you set up today like a pussy. And again, I am not saying the back three is a pussy system. It's not. The back three model can be utilized in any method. It's the way you put a 4-4-2, a 4-2-3-1, a 5-3-2. It doesn't matter. You can set them up in a way that you put the pieces to work, but it's the way that you put them to work that demonstrates your methodology. And to me, Thomas Frank today demonstrated his methodology, and it came across like a fucking pussy. I'm sorry. Maybe the players are also to blame. I don't know what was said in the dressing room. Maybe Thomas Frank said, you go out there and you fight. Maybe he said that shit. And if he did, and the players didn't do it, then fuck them too. But for me, like we have shown no stones against our rivals today, and it's poor. We only have a 1 on that score sheet because of a worldie that wouldn't happen in 50 other games. He hits that ball 50 other times in 50 other North London derbies. and they're either saved or they go over the bar. So let's not beat around the bush. We were walked off the park from the moment we got on it. From minute 1, from minute 0. And I don't know if I can back a manager that doesn't respect the fact that the North London derby is the North London derby. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm angry right now, so like I'm going to have to pause and think about it. But there's little things that, like, yes, you give the manager time. Yes, you know, Xavi just gets chopped down, but no yellow card apparently. No yellow card apparently. Bit of spiciness. Bit of spiciness finally from the fucking Tottenham players. How is Michael Oliver not given a yellow card, by the way? How is Oliver not given a yellow card for chopping down Xavi there? If he gives a yellow card after the fact, that's even more of a ridiculous decision. Michael Oliver wasn't going to give a yellow card there. Michael Oliver wasn't going to give a yellow card. It took Pedro Porro to step up. It took Pedro Porro to step up for Michael Oliver to pull his card out. And Declan Rice is riled by the occasion. You know what? Declan Rice should be pissed off that it took Pedro Porro, that Pedro Porro influenced it. Like, that is a yellow card all day, every fucking day. All day, every day. And it takes Pedro Porro to step up and have a crack for Michael Oliver to go, oh, you know what? You're right. That's a yellow card. He wasn't going to give a yellow card there. What the fuck is going on? And Pedro Porro, does Pedro Porro get a yellow card as well? Yeah, Pedro Porro gets a yellow card as well. A fucking disgrace. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Just for half an hour, right? If any one of you lot want to come on, if you want to come on, I'll put the link up. Because I feel like that's first and foremost, I've had a few drinks. Right, I have had a few drinks, but I am so angry with. There's no Tottenham fans left, by the way. There's no Tottenham fans. The Tottenham section is empty. It's empty. The Tottenham section is empty or emptying. It's down to 20%. Yeah, you can come on without a cam, Aaron, if you want to come on. You know, and I'll send you. I'll send you the message. I'll send you the thing. Here you go. Here you go. I'm just putting a link out. I'll explain this. I am. I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge of saying, like, I don't want to say it's so soon. It's so soon, but it's games like this. It's games like this where you lose. It's Arsenal, man. It's Arsenal, guys. This is Arsenal. Right? You fight. You try. You don't care about the war. You go. It's all about the battle. It's all about the battle. And we haven't put up a battle today at all. We gave the ball back to Vicario more times than I'd ever cared to imagine. And every single time we lost the ball, Porro should have started. He's the guy with fight. He should have started on the pitch. Porro should have started today, clearly. What Xavi Simons is doing back hills. Xavi Simons is doing fucking back hills. Are you taking the piss? All right, fuck it. I'll put the link out, okay? If anyone's a donut, you're getting kicked out immediately. So I don't know most of you, but there's the link. Okay? Jump on. There's the link. No one wants to come on, but you gotta be cool. Okay. Done that before and it's ended up being a shit show. So I'll end the stream if it's a shit show. But yeah, if you guys want to come on and fucking say your piece, we do this for an hour rather than me doing a match reaction. I'll do this instead. We can do it right now. Because I'm pissed off with it. I think everyone's pissed off with it, right? After a game like this, I think it's important to give it a chance. Right, some people are coming in. Right, let's find out what's going on. Just stay there, boys and girls. Right, I see you guys in the background. Just chill until the show's over, and then I'll bring you in. Okay, just relax, get yourself a drink, have a wee, whatever you want to do. Get a cup of tea. When the game's done, I'll bring you in. Does Poch have a buyout clause, Kieran? You're a decent fella, Sean. Don't attach yourself to cunts like him. Who's a CUNT? Who you talking about, Sniffer? Who are you talking about? You're spot on, Sean, with what you have said. This is a shameful performance. Yeah, this is it's horrendous. I'm furious beyond belief. Furious beyond belief. Johnny and fuming no fight. I can see you guys in the background. Just give me just wait until the game finishes, okay? And I'll bring you guys on. I can see you. Yeah, cool. Anyone who wants to come on, Oscar, I can see you. Please put your camera on. We'll go. I'll bring you guys on. Either it depends how many of you want to come on. Saba, what's Saba done? Just a Saba. I don't give a fuck about Saba. I like Saba. I love Saba as a person. He's a great guy. I love Saba as a person, right? But I also know that he gets affected by the temptations of content, and he defends. Egos are going to ego all that shit. I'm not interested in that bollocks. I used to do it. I used to fall foul of like when Daniel Levy would fuck up, but because I was on the receiving end of the hate when Daniel Levy fucked up on Eze, I got death threats and shit. So as soon as Daniel Levy left, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to attach myself to a fucking opinion anymore because opinions are always short term. They're volatile when they are flexible. And Saba definitely wants to defend his opinion rather than defending what's right here. If I don't know what Saba's saying, but if Saba's like, he was so anti-Ans and then he became so pro Levy, so pro Frank. If he's probably getting a hard time, I would imagine he's getting a hard time. Whatever, it is what it is. But like, I think you just have to in football things change so very, very quickly. Before I bring the boys on, I'm just going to go for a wee because I think this is going to be a long session. The game's done. It's 4-1. So give me 2 seconds, guys, and I'll be back. 2 seconds. It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. About to.
All you got to do is put your dinner in the microwave. Darling.
What?
All you got to do is put your dinner in the microwave.
That's going mental. Thank you, though. Thank you. I'll have it later. All right. What's that? 4-1, yeah? Done? Game done? All right, let's never speak about that shit again. I'm actually turning the TV off because I can't stand to listen to that Arsenal song. Let's bring some people in. What we got here? Hang on a second. Let me just make myself a bit bigger. And then let's bring some people in. We've got Johnny Spurs, big up to you. We've got Fuming, No Fight. We've got Oscar also in the house. How you doing, guys? Hang on 1 second. Let me just change my...
Not good.
First up, let me just say, it's so refreshing having a watch along
with someone that's real getting drunk and just airing his thoughts without any sort of like, do you know what I mean? It's the way it's got to be.
Yeah, listen, mate. I'm hang about. What's happened there? 1 second. I'll just change something up.
It's because I look like Charlie Bronson. You've cut me off, isn't it?
Wait, there we go. You do look a little bit like Charlie Bronson. Yeah, you do, mate. You do. Johnny, welcome to the show, mate. Sorry, what's the man bottom left? What's your name?
Oscar. My name's Oscar.
Oscar. Man bottom right. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. Talk to me, boys. I'll start with you, Johnny. Listen, I'm fucking. I can't hide it, man. Like I say, I think that there's questions that have to be asked after that. I think it's a disgrace.
Listen, the first game I was ever taken to is when I was 6 years old in 1991, when we won the FA Cup final, and I've been avid ever since. And I've never really, I'm not one of these supporters that say we're the best team in the world, this, that, and the other. I'll put them down when they've got to be put down, but I've never called them pathetic. And today, I put a post on Facebook saying we were pathetic. Absolutely disgraceful, and it breaks my heart to do that because I'm not that kind of person. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say I will slag off our players. But to say they're pathetic, I've never done. And I just think, again, I'm not a Frank out or whatever. I don't really get involved with that. I get involved with what's going on the pitch. Personally, these are all professional footballers, right? Now, if Frank's told them to be defensive and we're losing 3-0, I don't understand why they just don't go, do you know what, this ain't working, let's just have it. Let's just throw everything at it, play our game and see what happens. There's too much emphasis on what the manager says. And if the manager don't make no sense, then surely the players have got the IQ to say, this ain't working. Sod the manager, let's just do what we got to do. Because they can all play football. They all know how to do what they've got to do. So they must be able to see at some point it ain't working. Why don't we just do what we want to do? Just fucking, pardon my French.
There's no creativity. There's no creativity. Whenever
yeah, but the thing is, I'd say the last 2, maybe 3 years, my problem is urgency, right?
Yeah.
There's no urgency. We'd be down and we're just walking. There's no urgency. Like we have to win the game. Do you know what I mean? And that's my problem. Where is the urgency? Where is the urgency gone? It's like we're just like they're getting paid. They do what they're getting told to do, but there's never this season. I haven't seen any urgency. You know, when we're down, I'm used to Tottenham. When we're down, we always used to be a second half team, right? We'd be down in the first half. We'd come out the second half, and we will kick arse, right? We'd realise we're losing, and we would step it up. That's gone. There's no urgency.
You're right.
That's my problem.
Right. You're absolutely right, and it's sad to see it because we always we're used to like the Harry Kanes and the songs and like the creativity, the goal scoring, the pressure, and it was great back then. But now when I see this team, I don't have any faith in them. I look at them and I think to myself like who's going to create something? Who's our boy? Who's the who's going to step up? Nobody. The best thing in our team is our defence. Not today, but previously our defence. Our front three can't do anything. Shit.
Yeah, but you know why that is? And this is a thing I've had against Spurs for years, right? We've always been a one-player team, right? Gaza, Bale, Kane. We always build everything around one player, right? Like the Champions League final, Kane shouldn't have played, right? Mora, I don't even understand why he stayed at the club. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we've built everything around one player. And if that one player's not around, we don't know what to do. Now, when Kane was injured, how many midfielders and defenders scored? How many other people scored?
Loads,
right?
Loads, yeah.
So now we haven't got that anymore. We haven't got the strikers to be able to do that. And we've got to get that mentality out of the whole one. You know what I mean? We haven't got the one player to build around anymore, right? No, Kane was the one. But I'll tell you what, I love Kane. He's amazing. I'm a big Defoe fan. Do you know what I mean? I'll admit it. But with Kane, I loved him, but we relied on him too much. So all the other players were getting side. You know what I mean? We always had to play for Kane.
Let me ask you guys this, right?
Football has got 10 players on the pitch.
Let me ask you this, Johnny. Let me ask you, like, the boys. I'll So we got Aaron we got Aaron, Oscar, Johnny, and was it Dan? You said, yeah.
Matt.
Oh, Matt. Sorry, Matt. I'll come to you first, mate. Sorry, buddy. I'm not. It's a lot of
That's
people.
right, mate. Don't worry.
Matt, I'll come to you. The back five, the back three system. A lot of people have been asking for a back three. I see someone. I knew this would happen. I said this during the stream. Someone, Adam McFarlane, all them mugs calling for a back three at the back. Ha ha ha. As though the back three was responsible. Listen, the back three is a technique that teams that play progressive football utilize very, very well. Right?
Yeah.
We did it at times under Conte. Yes, we might have had different options at the top end of the pitch, but Crystal Palace is a perfect example of back three. You can go to Italian football in Serie A and you can see about half the teams play a back three, and they do it very, very well. It's not the system; it's the intent. For me, I was worried that if we played this system for the first time today, it would inculcate the same sorts of morons that would look at the back three that we played against Everton for the first time for 45 minutes. Against Everton away in the Ange system, in the Ange era, and then everyone went, "Oh, you know what? That doesn't work." Everyone was asking for that. Let's tear it up and throw it out. It's not the back three that's a problem. It's the motivation and the intent and the way that the team is set up. I'm not calling for Frank to be sacked. I'm not Frank out, but I am Frank. Wake the fuck up when I see things like this. And I'll say, guys, you guys can swear as much as you want. Just don't say the C word, okay? Just don't say the C word, and I hope you would never need to, but don't say the R word. Like, if you're going to say it, say grape instead. But I'd hope you wouldn't say it anyway. But just for those purposes, otherwise I get shut down. But the reality is, right, that today Thomas Frank set this team up as he has done all season with a motivation to not be on the losing end, and that to me is. First of all, not the Tottenham way. It annoys me. It frustrates me. And Matt, let me ask you this. Today, was what we saw acceptable? It's a battle. The war can be lost later, but the battle you have to try to win. And today, we didn't even try in that game. We didn't even try.
No, it's not acceptable. I'll be honest, guys. I turned it off at 2-0. Hard enough.
Can't do that.
You look at their. No, but I in my head, I was getting really angry, and I was just like, I'm gonna switch off here because this is. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any attacking patterns of play. It's almost like we don't do anything on the training ground for attacking scenarios. It's baffling. It's almost like it's just defend all week, and we'll nick a set piece. And
that's why you've got air and I hate it. I can't turn it off. Even how much I hate it, I've got to watch whole 90. That's why I've got no air.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I was surrounded by other people, so I just needed to go off and maybe cool down.
Vent out.
But, I kept my eye on it, but I just wasn't seeing anything. I was seeing no heart. Even after the first goal, there wasn't players getting around the other players saying, right, we just need to sit in here, maybe hold it and not concede a second going into half time. What do? Completely collapse, and then you come out. I mean, I've gone for a wee just before the second half, and it's 3-0 because I'm.
It's your fault then. It's your fault then. You never go for a wee.
No, I missed it. Oh, I got back just in time to see the third goal. It's absolute disgrace. Let me bring Oscar in. Oscar, good to see you. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well.
Good.
I saw the whole game. I knew Eze was going to score, but a hat trick. For God's sake. That just came back and bit us in the arse, didn't it? The lineup I did not like. I didn't like it. Back three, Spence. I just don't feel like all the players know what they're doing on that pitch. All they know what to do is pass back to Vicario. Vicario's going to hoof it up, but he kept fucking it up, and he kept on kicking it over to the Arsenal players and going backwards and forwards. There's no plan, there's no, we don't pass in the middle. All we do is just heave it. I mean, come on. There's got to be something there, somebody. And you don't play your best players at the start. You put Richalison up front, and then you put Bentancur and
Blinder, by the way.
together. Pardon?
Blinding goal, by the way.
He probably didn't even mean it.
It
Let's be
was,
honest.
but
He was probably trying to pass it to
blinding goal.
Kudos. Let's be real.
It's a blinding goal, but you know, time and time again, he can't hold up the ball, Richarlison, and I feel as if that, you know, we should have started Tel. I reckon Tel and even Berghvall for either Benton Cure. That's what I would have done, you know. But and even the formation wasn't right. We should have played. We should have played four at the back.
Well, I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to do what he did against PSG, where he almost played Kudos higher up with Richarlison, and then he can use his strength because it wasn't working him on the right today. I mean,
Kudos had no freedom. Kudos had no freedom. He kept on getting ganged up. There was no option.
We couldn't get him the ball. We couldn't get him the good player the ball.
You know what you said about they didn't look like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they're being asked to play football that they don't play. I mean, Spence and Udogie have got pace, right? They couldn't use that today. I mean, how many times did you see him running up the wing? Like Sean said a couple of games ago, when Polina and all that were behind, Sarr was they're not being allowed to express themselves. They're not being allowed to use their skills because Frank is saying, right, as Sean said, it's all about defense. But they're not defensive players. Udogie and Spence are not. And also, he made a mistake putting Romero in the middle because Danso in the middle, Romero on the right, because he's got the hoof. He can go out and he can hoof the ball up and get it to the midfield or even the strikers. So it's not about the formation. I love that formation. It's the fact that they're being asked to play a game of football that they ain't used to playing.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I like Odebear. I think he's got so much potential.
They've had 2 weeks to be able to acclimate to something else. What I'm worried about, and I've already seen it. I've already seen people in the chat saying the back three is the problem. It isn't. No. It wasn't. It was the setup. It was the design. And I think there were certain things you could have done differently. If you're going to play a back three and you're also going to play Romero in the middle, then you didn't need to play Bentancur and Polina. You could have played one of the others and put someone else that can get on the board.
Star in there. I think we needed Star in there today.
Yeah, but if you're going to play a back three, you've got to use your wingers, isn't you? If you're going to play a back three, you've got to use your wingers.
Exactly.
Let me bring Aaron in quickly. Aaron, how are you, mate? You okay, buddy? I know you can't bring your camera on for whatever reason. What's going on with the camera thing, by the way?
Oh, bro, you know what? No, I moved.
He's got an Arsenal shirt on.
I did, but I lost my camera when I moved, and I just haven't bought a new one. Basically, that's why I can't come on. But Sean, I hate to say, when I went early with Frank. That's why everyone was upset with me. But soon as I knew Frank wasn't the guy, was when his first interview as a Spurs manager, he mentioned Arsenal, how good they were. No one asked him about Arsenal, I don't think, but he mentioned them. When he said we will lose games, but Arsenal didn't. And then his second interview, he then told us how good Arsenal are. It's like we know good Arsenal are good. Why are you that was the start of his career.
Yeah.
And then I went early with him because there were a lot of things I saw where it's as though some of the players are bigger than him, which is like that's like, you know what I mean? It's like
are you saying, Aaron, that you think he's on Brentford settings?
Yes, I said that. I said that in the group early, remember? And I put the eyes emoji. Everyone was going crazy about it. So I'm we're playing like Brentford without Vissar and Mbeumo. That's what we're playing. We're playing without them two, And I said that early. I did go very early, but nothing has changed my mind from everything I've seen. Like he's in some way, he's almost the perfect Spurs manager. He's falling in every that you pull that face. He's falling in every Spursy trap. Yeah, he's falling. Like before the Arsenal game, he said, "Who's Eze? Eze scores a hat trick. Perfectly Spursy.
It had to be Eze, didn't it?
He's gonna get clipped all year. Yeah, we won't. We will lose games. He's gone in already, warning us that we're going to lose games. We're all Spurs fans. We know we're going to lose games.
Yeah.
So he's like prepared us to lose. Okay, cool. Good manager.
Yeah, but you were. So I'm not going to give you the free credit here, mate, because you were Ange in as well, weren't you? So
no, I wasn't Ange in. I was celebrating the win, but I didn't think he should have stayed because of how many games he lost. But for them to come out and say, we had a million candidates for the Spurs job, and then we narrowed it down, and Frank was the option. I just think that's rubbish. I just think that Frank was the easiest to get because Frank literally he done backflips. As soon as Levy mentioned his name, he was doing backflips. He was here. Like,
all right. Well, let me ask this: do you have any? Aaron, I'll come to you in a second, John. Yeah. Aaron, do you have any faith in Thomas Frank to be able to turn this around if he gets? Because let's be honest, he has had a really tough time with injuries, right?
Yeah,
he has had a bad run.
Yeah,
I think it's far too short to give anybody like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
No,
whatever.
of course.
Like, I'm very much on board with like unless something horrendous happens, which it won't, in my opinion, then you give him the year and then you see where you are. But today, like for me, it's not so much like I'm pivoting towards Frank out or Frank out, any of that shit. It's just like against Arsenal, it's a separate thing. It's a separate entity to the rest of the season. Arsenal is a game where you fight.
Yes,
and
you put your heart on the line.
Yes.
There's nothing. It doesn't matter. Like lose 10-0 if you have to, but you have to you go for it.
110%.
He didn't.
And you say that, but look at the Chelsea game, yeah? We never beat Chelsea. A manager comes in and we roll over against Chelsea. He's like almost a perfect Spursy manager because he carries on every trend that we have. And he doesn't look like he's getting rid of it.
Why have Chelsea, I understand now Tottenham Arsenal's always been the biggest one, right? In the last, I'd say 6 years, Chelsea have come into that bracket.
Yes.
Right? I don't understand that.
They've always been there though. The only one that
Tottenham Arsenal is a north-south thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I understand that. But if you look back, before the Dele Alli Christian Eriksen link up, they used to batter us every week.
Yeah.
And now Frank's come in and it's even worse because now we're not having shots. Now we're not as open, but now we're not even
remember
having
7 or 8
shots.
years ago, Arsenal were sort of, under that early stage of our tech, and we were beating them. We beat them 3-0 under Conte.
Yes.
I remember the game when we absolutely
Arteta played for Arsenal. He knew the ground rules. I mean, the first couple of years
they've spent enough, and he's been there long enough, so
I don't expect
be
us,
where they are.
Yeah, 110%. I don't expect us to beat Arsenal. Yeah, they're 6 years ahead of us. They spent £1 billion on one manager. We've spent 250 million on 6 managers. So like the buy is the same, but we've given 6 managers in 6 years 200 million. Like it's just ridiculous. It's like 7 teams put together. Yeah, but you can't tell us even with injuries and whatever else that we are weaker than Leeds because Leeds gave them a better game than that. No team has gone to Arsenal and been battered that way, no matter who they are in the league. So,
by the way, I don't for a second believe those first half statistics that we had 33% possession or whatever it was.
No,
I don't believe that for a moment.
We're at about 12%.
I think they're saving us.
That's generous. That's a generous.
I think they're saving us.
12,
I think they're saving us.
Can I just say 3 points? Right. Firstly, I don't understand this outlook that we deserve this, we deserve that. Right? Yeah, we're a big club, but we've been shit for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Secondly, when you said you expected Arsenal to beat us, I can't agree with that simply because it's football. All right, it goes left, right, centre. I mean, Leicester won the bloody Premier League. No one expected that. With Frank, it's like a little manager doing well and then going to Tesco's. Right. Yeah. The fact is, he's come in and he's got a team that finished 17th. He ain't. Jesus, if he finishes 15th, he's got a bonus, so he's got no pressure, right? But he don't understand the pressure that Spurs are under, as we are apparently a top 5 team. Now, I won't say we're a top 5 team. I love Spurs, don't get me wrong. I wish we was, but we're not. We haven't been for quite a while. Yes, we've got a big ground. Yes, we've got this, that, and the other. Newcastle are probably bigger than us in the pecking order at the moment. Now, that's not a negative towards Spurs. That's just being a realist. This whole, we deserve to do this. We deserve to be here. We don't. We've got to earn that. We've got to earn that reputation. We lost that reputation.
I hear that, but Frank, you lose. But the thing is, you can lose and you can have, there's effort. There's like you could have a Sunday League team there. But if they go full effort, they ain't, you know what I mean? There was no effort. I guarantee you, if you watch people's heat maps, they're all standing still. They're all standing. They're all in their
like I
zones.
said earlier about urgency, there's no urgency when we're 1-0 down. We're still playing like it's 0-0. And I'm not used to that.
Urgency from the beginning. There's no urgency at the beginning. There's no
I
press.
believe the
There's
I believe
today.
the players went there expecting to lose.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boys, let me take control for 1 second. I've got to do a couple of super chats, and then we'll get back into it. 1 second, guys. I appreciate you all though. Matt C from Canada, big up to you, Matt. He says people are going to defend Frank by saying we have a new squad. We have a squad on par with Doncaster, and that's a joke. Listen, mate, I'm not in that bucket at all.
No.
Listen, I am going to defend the idea of everything can be fixed in 5 months. But I do also think that, and I appreciate the super chat, Matt. I also think that this notion of he wants to fix phase 1 before he moves into phase 2 and moves into phase 3. I've heard this on loads of channels. I've heard this in loads of Twitter spaces and all that shit. And for me, I'm like, okay, when does phase 1? When does that shit begin and finish? And when does the next thing start? Because we have become better at the back, right? We have, not today. All that shit went out the window, but. Like when do we start to play better with the ball? And to me today was an expose in it. It's not like Jurien fucking Timber and fucking Hincapi, Piero Hincapi are world-class players. They're not, right? They're not. And we set up like they are. We set up in a way where it was so narrow and you could turn Timber and fucking Calafiori into attacking players because there was no threat. That to me is unforgivable.
I thought Gabriel was
in
on
an
the
Arsenal game. 1 second, let me rant here for a second. In an Arsenal game, it's Arsenal.
I love it.
I don't care if you lose, but you try. I respect the discrepancy, but you can't go into it doing what we did for the first 35 minutes. It was literally. Before they scored, it was literally we win the ball back, we bang it long, we lose it on the transition, and they come again. It's embarrassing. So I am not going to defend Frank on any rationale today. I will defend him on the fact that people think that he could like make us into world beaters in 6 months. Yeah, that's irrelevant. But today he set us up like a fucking bunch of pussies, and it pisses me off massively. He might say that the team. Were not set up that way, but I can hear someone on an echo. By the way, I don't know if that's annoying to people in the chat, but whatever. We'll carry on. Appreciate you, Matt. Gordon Smith has become a new member of the show. Big up to you, Gordon. Appreciate you very much indeed, my man. Thank you very much, buddy. And we're going to carry on. Thank you, buddy. I will
become a member. I'm on my arse at the moment. Let me tell you about Spurs at the moment.
Hang on, Johnny. I've got to do the super chats first, mate. I've got to do the super chats. Appreciate you, though, buddy. Appreciate you. Woodsy Hotspur says, Poch with Xavi, Micky, Porro, Udogie, João, Palhinha, and Kuti equals better. It's going to be fascinating, mate, because at the end of the year, you've got the World Cup, and then Pochettino will be free. And I think that the fans will welcome him back.
It's time.
Like that.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I mean, we always dream of this. I mean, like, it's a hard one. Pochettino done well, but if he came back and he screwed up, I mean, it's be careful what you dream for. But as I was going to say, what Spurs is at the moment under Frank is asking an electrician to do a plumber's job. That's what the players are. They're being asked to play a game they're not used to playing. And I'll let you lot take on that. Sean, can you put me on mute for a minute just so I can take a call from my son who's who's going to slag me off?
Appreciate you, Johnny. Let me just quick thumbs up from the boys in the chat. I know Aaron, I think I just heard you say you want him back. Yeah, you're saying it's time to see Poch back.
I would rather see him than Frank, to be honest. But I don't know if Poch is the answer because it's the easy answer. And I don't know if the easy answer is always the right answer. But
yeah, but you know what it is, mate? You know what it is, right? The ownership will always owners are always results based until results aren't enough.
Yeah.
I think we're in the bucket right now where you've got a team that's 10th at the moment, 9th after today, whatever, 10th after today, whatever it is. But if we continue to put on performances like this, especially at home, results do not become enough. Even if you go away from home after today, even if you go and smash Fulham, and then you smash, even if you get a point away at Newcastle or whatever else, and you do okay at PSG, if you come back to Tottenham and then you put on a shit performance, the fans are not going to be on board it. And then, you know what? The owners do what the owners do. And the owners do this. They pick a shield. They go, this is the shield. And the shield is Thomas Frank. He won't last a year. He will not last a year if the performances don't change.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Sean, quickly. Sorry. Do you think that we've gone too deep in with Frank? As in, we've brought every single one of the man them with him. We basically turned the back room into Brentford. Like, have we gone too deep into the Brentford? Like, that's why we can't play with the ball, because they're a counter-attacking team. Yeah, we've brought the whole Brentford crew with him. If I feel like no matter what happens, we're here for 5 years with Frank, because they've just brought everybody. They brought the whole Brentford with them. The only thing they didn't bring was the shirt. We're going to bring in Ivan Toney. Like, we're bringing Brentford, didn't we? So have we gone too deep in with Frank and this whole crew?
I definitely think there's Brentford settings. I definitely think we're in Brentford settings right now. I don't think that's acceptable to Tottenham fans generally. Let me ask the other boys. I've got Matt here and I've got Oscar. I'll start with you, Oscar. How close are you to Poch settings?
I would take Poch back, really, but as Matey here was saying, if he screws up, then, you know, it's all on him, isn't it? But I'd have him back. Yeah, I'd have him back. Yeah, 100%. I'll take Poch back. I think he's putting so much history onto the team, you know, Spurs and everything. I just feel that we should have him back.
All right, fair enough. Matt, what are you saying, mate?
I think if it carries on at this sort of rate and the football doesn't improve, then yes. But I also think that eventually we need to stick with a project, exactly like what Arsenal have done. And if you believe in it, I think we have to go and back it, because otherwise I think you're going to, if you get Poch back, he needs to look at the squad. And then I reckon players who we know aren't good enough are going to get another chance. And I think we need to do what Arsenal did and have a clear out. And I think it's got to happen in the summer. It has to. And I think we need to try and stick with something, because the chopping and changing is not working. It might work for a bit, but then it goes Pete Tong.
Yeah, listen, I for what it's worth, I just want to make it clear. I'm not in any way invoking. I'll put you guys on mute for 1 second, guys. All of you, I'll put you on mute for 1 second. Just give me 2 seconds, just so I can get to do the super chats. I'm not in any way invoking Frank out at all, but Thomas Frank has to take this one on the fucking chin, and there has to be questions that have to be asked about the setup. Again, I'm not invoking that the back three was a failed experiment. It wasn't, because a back three. A back four, it doesn't matter how you play. It only matters how you play. It doesn't matter how you set the team up. You can play a back three and you can play the most attractive football you've ever seen. The people that are going to take this opportunity, and there will be some, there'll be people that will sit there and say, all I heard was a back three was the solution and it didn't work. Therefore, no criticism on anything that I've been defending, only the criticism on the thing that people have been asking for. I know how this game works, and we have to be just truth about. So we have to be real about this sort of thing, and it's madness to me. Let me get some more super chats done, and then we'll bring the boys back in. Cridalus, big up to you, and thank you very much for the big super chat. Really appreciate you. He says Frank deserves all the stuff thrown at him. He wouldn't weep if he was sacked. But our players are so off the level, it's crazy. The club's transfer policy for the last 3 to 5 years has set us back so far. Yeah, listen, mate, I don't disagree with the transfer strategy. I think it's been horrendous. However, I think it's that the transfer strategy has been a long game play. I think most of the players that we bought in the last at least the last 2 or 3 years, have been long-term issues, long-term plays. They won't all materialize overnight. But I still think we're capable of more than what we've... Even if against Arsenal, right? Take away the Arsenal thing. Go back to the Wolves game. Go back to the Bournemouth game. Go back to the Villa game. Go back to the Chelsea game. It's like it's not like we're playing against world-class players, because Chelsea go the week after and lose to Kyriakos in fucking Kyrgyzstan. You know, let's just, like, the same players in a different environment. Don't smash everybody. Let's remember that. Wolves, right? Wolves, bottom of the table. They've only got 2 points this season, one of them against us, and they played us off the fucking park at home. So it's not about, if every other team in the Premier League can smash them, why can't we? So we have to keep some sort of perspective here. It's not just necessarily about the players, it's about how they're set up. And I believe personally that this geezer, Thomas Frank, is a not to lose manager. And I think that goes back to the whole Brentford settings FC. I'll bring the boys back in a second. Just sorry, super quick. I know you guys are Aaron. I can hear you as well. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. We can get this done. Tony Rodriguez, big up to you, Tony. Thank you, member for 17 months. Really appreciate you. What was that shit? Yeah, 100%, mate. Fucking horrendous, buddy. Horrendous. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We've also got one from Mehdi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mehdi Silamasi. Big up to you, buddy. Frank's tactics instill a loser mentality. Yep, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And if anyone can disagree, and I'll let the boys disagree if they want to in a second. Big up to you. I'm not the problem. Member for 5 months has come in with a super like a member chat. Thank you very much for your loyalty, buddy. Appreciate you as well, very much indeed. And Ulrika Car has also thrown in a super sticker. Super sticker to you. Choo choo to you, Ulrika. Very much appreciate your loyalty and your generosity. Thank you so much. Let's get back to let's unmute everybody. Sorry, guys, I wasn't trying to be rude. I just had to get through that stuff before.
Can I just ask one question? Is that the real Ulrika? Because if it is, I always thought she'd fall in love with me if she saw me.
No, it's not the real. It's probably a 63-year-old man from.
I'll settle for that as long as she calls herself Ulrika.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the camera off, and we can have a good time.
Can I ask you one question? Sure. I know we're saying about don't be Frank in and out, but early doors, we all know that he's on the Brentford setting. And I don't think he's going to change that because he doesn't, that's his success story. So what are we saying? Are we saying, yeah, okay, I agree with you, Sean, give him a year. But the thing is, already we can see what's going to happen. So where do we stand with that honestly?
Yeah, because I don't think you're not going to change anything now. What I want the club to do in January is to be thinking about the sort of players that they want that are going to be.
Yeah, but is Frank going to change it no matter what players he gets, or is his mindset?
You can't give a guy 6 months. You have to give a guy a year. You have to.
Oh, I agree. But I am worried that he can't change his mindset because it's been his mindset since day dot. That's all.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is, though, Johnny? Every single time I watch a video of him that's like a tactical insight with him and a channel TNT or James Alcott or whatever else, I listen to him talk about football and I feel reassured. I feel very reassured that that he knows what he's talking about. But I don't feel reassured when I saw it. I don't
like his press conferences because they're all the same. They're like, they're going forward. They're going forward. And there's not really a lot of information being given to us. That's my only issue with the press conferences. We're not getting the information we used to get. It's always, we're moving forward. It's very, what's the word? Vague.
Yeah. He's come out and said stuff, by the way.
Have you guys got any insights on that? I'll find the.
I can read it if you want. I've got it right in front of me.
Yeah, go on. Read it out to me. Cheers.
He said, "I think it is extremely painful. I won't talk away from that. It was a bad performance. It was completely the opposite of what the intention was when we came here. We can only apologise to the fans for that performance. I think no matter if both teams wanted to play shirt, they got more out of that, and we couldn't get out. When the team went long, we didn't win enough duels. That is exemplified by the 2-0 goal and the 3-0 goal, where a player went through 2 or 3 players, bad performance, and we lost. I've seen a lot of character and fight in this team, but we didn't win enough duels. We can call that whatever we want, but we didn't win enough. I tried to play a 5-4-1. I will always take responsibility as my choice in the end to take the system then and we changed it at half time.
I can't even call it a North London derby. I can't.
No, it wasn't.
Have we ever said that weren't a North London derby? That wasn't a North London derby. There was no passion.
Yeah, he said he wants to see the goals he wants to see it in more detail, the goals they scored. The whole game I need to watch tonight, and it will be a difficult watch. We were not aggressive and stepped forward when we could, and they played it around us. On the lack of creativity, he said that has been an ongoing theme that we are working hard to improve. It doesn't look good today or against Chelsea. We need to keep working on it. There are a lot of things in the game we need to do better. We are 4 months into it, and they are further in their journey as a team, and that was very obvious today. Of course, there will be noise. We played against our biggest rivals, and we lost badly. But we keep noise out, and we focus. I know that this team is very competitive, and I know this team is competitive, and we showed that against Manchester City and PSG. Of course, it looks bad today, and it was not good enough.
Do you think it's about the new players not understanding what a North London derby is?
No.
Maybe.
No,
there's been enough players there that have played the game.
They're all used to their own versions of a derby. Whoever they are, they've all played in their own derbies before. They know the difference between a fucking normal game and another one. For me, I've got to be honest. The more I think about this right now, I am drunk. Right? I'm drinking. I am drinking. So I'm maybe tomorrow I'll feel a bit different, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway. For me, Thomas Frank needs to fucking park the delusion, park the excuses, and he needs to recognise that he has in no way, shape or form delivered a performance from his team today that are capable of satisfying fans like me. I don't give a fuck about the trophies like Lee Gunner does. Right? Lee Gunner.
Listen, I know Lee Gunner's brother, right?
Hang on.
Lee Gunner's brother is my neighbour.
Johnny, let me finish my rant. And by the way, this isn't a personal thing on Lee Gunner. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. So
I know.
I'm going to say, right, these people who sit there and say the line in the sand is nothing matters, it's winning or losing. That's fine. I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to what I'm seeing, expecting not to win a fucking trophy. I expect to see effort. I expect to see performance. I expect to see guile, grit, determination, and graft. I expect to be entertained. Even if I lose, I want to see. I'm the gladiator. I want to be the gladiator that gets the thumb up at the end of a fight, not one that fucking gets a lucky victory and then has to turn to the fucking Caesar. And Caesar looks for the crowd, and the crowd boo you because you haven't done it in the way that's satisfying, and then you get fucking killed anyway because the thumb goes down. I'm the geezer who wants to fucking see the effort, the inclination, the interest, the investment in what it is that we're all paying to see. And we are not seeing that under Thomas Frank ball. We are not seeing it. And I think there's a lack of respect. There's a reason why Tottenham Hotspur has 60% capacity at every single cup game, European Cup game. It's because nobody is enthusiastic about watching this bollocks, and that
Klinsmann in
very quickly. I'll give him a year.
Hell no.
I'll give him a year. I will give him the year, Johnny. But fucking figure it out, bro, because you haven't fucking impressed me at all so far.
Bring Klinsmann in.
You're crazy.
Listen, I was just going to say, I know Lee Gunner's brother, right? And I hear so much about Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. And I used to follow Sava, but he's too fan base orientated, not a negative. And he, you know, when he passes you over to another thing, he passed me over to Lee Gunner. And I was like, hold on, you're a Spurs fan. You're passing me to Lee Gunner. It's Arsenal.
Listen, let's not talk about Sava.
Oh no! I'm not slagging him off. I'm just saying.
I know you're not. But like,
I know.
So what can we do? I mean, come January, something has to change. We need to get
bring Defoe back.
Well, I mean, forget January. We've got to go and beat Fulham on that Saturday night.
Defoe's got another season in it. Didn't you see him at that sports relief, whatever?
Oh yeah, Defoe. I'll take Defoe back. Put Richalison in comic relief, man.
Sean, he needs a home win. He needs to get a home win in that next game. He has
I think he's
to
gone.
win that.
I think he's gone if he loses.
He doesn't need a home win. He needs a home battering. He needs to. He needs to play football.
Yeah.
I think he's on borrowed time.
Same.
Only by the Spurs fan base, I think he is on borrowed time now. After today's result, I think he's on borrowed time. He's now got to change his ways, be a little bit more attacking, and otherwise, as you said, Sean, before,
I mean,
everyone's going to turn on him.
Could that be the pennies drop?
Kulusevski is coming back after Christmas. Am I correct?
Yeah, but is
Kulo going to be the same player?
January.
That's true.
Kulu won't be.
He won't be fit till
January.
next season. He won't be fit till next season. He's.
I don't think it'd be the same player.
Yeah, an injury like
that.
He
wasn't last time he came back from his last injury. He didn't have the pace. He didn't have the heart. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that. I feel like he did. I remember him when he was broke his nose and was wearing that mask, and he sort of took us over the line in a lot of games.
I think they should all wear a mask. Then we'll win.
Boys, let me ask this to round it off, because I've got to do my post-match video in a couple of minutes' time. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I've had 4 siders.
I have no life, thanks to you, Sean. You've got so many bloody podcasts. I have no life.
Yeah, well, listen, we're going to be doing. If you guys are around, then make sure you subscribe to my new latest. It's the most fun thing I do, which is the Rabbit Hole Ramblings. I'll put the link up, but it's just a quick take from you guys. Where do we go from here? I'll start with you, Aaron. Are you still there, mate?
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Aaron, are you Frank out?
I am. Frank shouldn't be here in the first place.
All right.
Whatever you want to call that, I don't know what it is. He shouldn't be here. I don't think the Spurs are too high of a step up for him, because I know Spurs were not that great. But I just feel that when people keep banging on about the Tottenham way, and then you go and get a counter-attacking master, it kind of makes no sense to me. So
Tottenham way been there since the 80s.
But, we have to give him the year. If I was like click my fingers and sack him, I would, because I don't think he should be here. But I'm locked. I've got my seatbelt on, and I'll always support the team and the manager as much as I can.
Okay.
But it's hard for me to do it with Frank because of how he started with his press conferences to now, and how he said taking a risk. What was it? Not taking a risk is taking a risk.
Yeah,
but then he goes for the safest option every single time.
I agree with you on that one. 100%.
Someone needs to explain that to me. I think they showed 100%. That the pivot of Bentancur and Paulinho, we lose less, but we win less. So that shows you that he goes for the safe option. And because I don't want to bring Ange into, but I have to. Ange was, we're going to have a go no matter who. But then we've gone completely 360 or 180. And now it's, how can we stop the opposition? And we used to moan at Ange for not looking at the opposition. But now we've got a manager that all he does is look at the opposition. He doesn't look at the players we have and be like, how are they going to stop Kudos?
Yeah, we've got. I actually agree with you, Aaron.
How can we stop? Yeah, it's 100%. How can we stop whoever their best player is? How do we stop them? He's not looking at his team and being like, how are they going to stop my Kudos? You know, how are they going to stop my Xavi? It's more, how can we stop, I don't know, for example, Eze or whatever. And the thing that's going to kill us as Spurs fans is the fact that he said, who's Eze? I know it wasn't all he said, because after that it was, oh, he's a great player. But that is going to be us for the whole of his career now. It's going to be the edit. Every time we get peppered by a team, it's going to be, who's insert player? Who's...
No. You know what, mate? You've absolutely fucking... I didn't even realise that. I forgot that he said that in the pre-match. He did. And then Eze goes and does what he does. You're absolutely spot on. Right? Like, that's going to be edited in a way.
Every single game, it's going to be who insert who. Like every winner we're going to receive, we're going to lose against. It's going to be who's insert, because AI is crazy. So it's going to be who's like, just get used to that. Yeah, seeing Frank and the who insert player, because that's going to be us for the whole season. And he talks too much. He talks about he talked about Arsenal too much, and now he's a meme. He's a walking meme. He's the ultimate Spurs manager, the ultimate Spursy manager. That is what he is. That is what he is. And we've been in clip.
I hate the word.
I hate
man.
Aaron, I hate the fucking fact that you are so like negative, but I also like I can't help the fact that you're spot the fuck on with that.
Can we ban the word Spursy, please?
He is 100%.
No, because he is the ultimate Spursy manager. I can see why they hired him. He carries all the trends. Who's Eze? Who's Henri? Like he just who? You know what I mean? We'll play Man City. We'll play Man City at Man City. Who's?
He's going to say who? He's going to say who's Munoz before he puts the ball past us
exactly
next weekend. Yeah.
Who's Mbele? Like we're in trouble, man.
Let me appreciate you there, Aaron, mate. Let me bring in D-Trix. Big up to you, D-Trix. Listen, I'm only going for about 8 minutes or so, mate.
No worries.
Give you a few minutes to get your point across. How you feeling, boss, about that one?
First of all, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Having a good evening. Yeah. Well, like I said a million times, I know people call me negative, and Sean has seen me in the comments and in general giving my opinions. I've said it since day one when we hired him that I was Frank out. Not for the reason that I was a fan of Ange. Not at all. I'm not a fan of Ange. I just said in order for us to build, you need someone that has the foundations, that has an evidence of being a proper winner. And for me, Frank is not the type of manager that, like, he's never managed a team in a top 6. He doesn't understand how hard it is, how much pressure that he's going to have. Even the media is going to constantly being on his back. And now you've seen for the second game in a row, Chelsea and Arsenal, clearly this guy doesn't understand what's a derby, like what it means to us. I get it. Arsenal is they're 100 times better than us. I get it. But you cannot set up 11 men behind the ball. It doesn't work. I like transition football. I like defensive football. But there's limits to this. If you give a team, they can enter your zone like almost 20 times Arsenal did today. Of course, they're going to score one of them. Like, that's how it works. If you give a team 20 chances, there's going to score at least 1 or 2. And the amount of time I've seen Richalison basically be next to Paulinho, being another 6. How can you play with? I've said I'm a fan of 3 at the back, but this wasn't 3 at the back. This was 5, basically 7 defenders. What we had today. And I don't understand what was the mentality of doing this. You have your best wing back in Porro, and you put Spence defensively minded as your wing back. For me, that from the start wasn't going to work. And then you put Udogie, which we all said the only defender that can stop Saka on a 1v1 is Spence, because he's going to cut in on his left and go on Spence's favorite side, which is his right side. And what did he do? He put Udogie, who we all know has the bozo gene when it comes to defensive laps every single time. And I've had enough with this guy, Frank. In my personal opinion, I don't want him next summer. This is more of an opinion. And if we sack him now, it's not going to work, I can say right now. So just let it be until the end of next season, and then you can reassess it and give your opinions. But for me, Frank hasn't improved this team and the individuals he has. I get it. We need better players. I 100% agree with that. But this team is good enough to not is better than having 0.07 or 0.06 XG today, which is unacceptable in a derby, especially at Arsenal, which Ange managed to do a 2-2, and even Sunderland, which we have better players than us, showed the blueprints how to get into Arsenal's back, which is a high press and make sure Zubimendi, like we did the goal today, every time Zubimendi has the ball, press him. But we did the complete opposite.
I hear you, buddy. Listen, mate, it was a shit show performance. Appreciate you coming on. I'm going to give the last couple of words here to Oscar and to Matt, just to round us off, because I've got to go. I've got to do a post-match individual upload. But Oscar, I'll start. Well, sorry, actually, I'll start with you. Matt, I'll start with you, mate. Last words, mate. What's your feelings right now going into PSG? You want us to stick with the back 3? you want us to do something different? What your thoughts are?
I think we need to try. I'm not saying completely go for it against PSG, but I think we do need to see at least an effort at going at them and not. I don't think he can play a 5-4-1 again, which is what he said he sort of played today. Maybe he'll try that one he played in the Super Cup final, where it was 2 up front rather than an isolated 1. I think I need to stop seeing the long ball used as much. We're not Stoke, or we're not that sort of. You can use it now and again, but I think if you've got players like Xavi Simons, he's not a long ball player. He'd get it on the floor, play some through balls. We've got a lot of pace in behind with Odebear, Kudos. Use them. Don't keep using the long ball tactic and then knocking it out to Richalison, who can't get the ball down, or he gets muscled off easily. Something's got to change. I'm just hoping this is a bit of a light bulb moment, especially for him, but then maybe also for the club. I remember when we beat Liverpool 4-1 at Wembley, and that kicked Liverpool on. This is the new ENIC. If we all want to believe that, Daniel Levy was the real problem. I mean, we'll find out in the next few sort of months, or especially in January or part of it. If this is the sliding doors moment, back up your actions, back up what you said, and take the club forward. And tell Frank that he needs to pull his finger out and say, look, you're at Tottenham now. This isn't Brentford. You've got to do more, and you've got to put pressure on him.
Appreciate you very much, Matt. Thanks for coming on. Oscar, last words to you, my man.
I'll give Frank 1 year, and see how he operates. And if he does, hopefully, if he does well, that's good. If he doesn't, then we'll move on. But the question is, who do we move on to? With PSG, just playing like how we did in the Super Cup. I mean, we went on to penalties. We gave it our all, and that game was impressive. When we started playing like that for the first start of the season, I got really excited. You're playing the Champions League winners. You're giving them a good game. You went to penalties. Yes, we lost. That was really bad, but there was some drive in there, not like today. And I feel as if that if we can just get the tactics right, stop playing long balls like you just said, play more groundwork, and I wouldn't do the 3 at the back. I'll do the 4-3-3, and just go for that. I don't think we can do 3 at the back after today. They haven't got it. None of them.
That's a concerning take, Oscar. Like, I genuinely, again, I'm not baked into an agenda. I'm really not. I position myself. I used to have an agenda. Now I don't. I think the back 3 thing is not about. You can't judge it after
on this game.
It's the system, not the back 3. There's a difference between the formation and the system.
The approach and the individual team and player specific metrics that to me were all over the place today. But listen, boys, I want to say massive thank you to you, Oscar, to you, Matt, to you, Johnny. Big up to you, buddy. Listen, I'm going to pump my telephone number into the private chat, and I'd hope that you guys wouldn't share it with anyone else, because I've had problems in the past. But I'd love you guys to join my WhatsApp group, and to you, Dietrich, and to you as well, Aaron.
Oh, really?
Sean,
I'd love to, yeah, 100%.
Sean, you blocked me on WhatsApp.
Okay, you guys can all come in.
I'm Frank Change.
That's fine. No, it's fine. You can all join. But just make sure you don't share my number with people you don't. No, I don't know.
No.
Sean, I'm blocked on your WhatsApp.
I was going to share your number with Bournemouth, because I mean, the amount of cider you drink, you should have some sort of shareholder.
Exactly. Slip and Coy, big up to you. He says Spurs 5 tomorrow is going to be interesting. Yeah, it really is.
I can't wait to see Stel on that.
I'm interested to see Johnny and Ian. I'm interested to see Johnny and Ian, what their take on that is. They can't defend that.
Appreciate you, Slip and Coy. Appreciate you very much indeed. To the rest of you, we'll say massive thank you. I'll be putting out my post-match show in about half an hour's time. I'll leave it there. See you guys. Just hang around for a minute so I can put your numbers into the chat, and I'll see you guys later on. Tottenham ended up losing 4-1 to Arsenal. Horrendous, absolute dog shit. and we have to diagnose that going forward. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate it.
Comedy Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.